I never asked you to apologize. You are not the first to make that error, nor will you be the last. And frankly, a date with you would likely prove a very interesting experience.
Oh my god, look at this!
There's no better way to secure one's future than by attaching oneself to a dashing Margrave to be, after all.
Whoa, you just put my chickadee line to shame. Is it weird that I'm kinda into it?
What's going on, you guys? BL really does stand for boil. I mean, go ahead. Go ahead, maybe your name should be Yowie now, Yuri. That's crazy, get in there. Good day, good people, I find in year of the Paradigm, Tuning Dave, Bravo Dave Anomaly, the Anomalacars, you know me as the man who is ready for more Three Hopes. I believe we're at the split chapter. We got some good support, so war counts, we're about to get into this. What did I want to bring up? Yeah, we don't have a ton of supports to view, but we do have like a couple of like stragglers that are like around here. Like Constance has one with a net. We're almost done with the both of them. I've actually been playing as Constance and Annette, to be completely honest. And playing as Constance is kind of fun, because her skill does change, like if you're in caves and indoor maps. I think it does like light magic, and if you're on the other end, like outside, it'll be darker magic or purple or whatever. I think it's kind of neat. Yuri has Dimitri and Sylvain. We're gonna look at both of Sylvain's today. And Dimitri's. I've started to pair them up on maps. I've realized that I should just be pairing people up on maps, and I realized that like 2 sessions ago. So I can build supports that way too. Just because we're randoming, so it doesn't really matter what we do. And we're always gonna have Ayla, and if we need like Ayla to just clutch up and do a map herself, she can. Like not for nothing. Regardless. Let me get into the comments, but first let's bring up that good noodle board because we had some progress on a couple of folks. Who is the goodest noodle right now? I don't know offhand. Where's the, here it is. I was like, where's my good noodle board? It's around here somewhere. Cut that bad boy on. Alright. There you go. Seth. Still no noodles for him. We even got Raph got some noodles. I put Shamir on the board because I wrote Shamir down for some reason, but didn't give her any stars, so she really don't need to be there. Let me see. After this episode, I think there's a world where we might have to expand our good noodle board. I feel like we're probably gonna have to add Constance. Although maybe not. Oh, you know what? Marianne and Ingrid have supports, so we might have to add Marianne too. I could see Marianne earning some good noodle points today, some good noodle stars. Right now, I believe, honestly, it's either Dedu or Mercy who have the most points. Ash is a close contender, and so is Felix. Those might be the 4 best noodles in the Golden Lions. That's completely wrong, the Blue Lions. And that just might be the truth. I think that's actually just how I feel, to be honest. Sylvain has been a sleeper pick for good noodle. He is becoming one of the best noodles, and we still have supports with him. The thing is, like, Dedu has no more supports, but I can see him getting some just throughout the story. Ash has no more supports, but definitely I could see him getting some throughout the story. In fact, I think Ash actually has 1 more support, and let's be real, he's probably gonna get a star for that. Mercy, I think we're done with 2, but I think we can get Yuritsa. But we've seen their supports, I believe. I think. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I didn't because I was like, we'll have them next time. That's a possibility. And I think that's just where we are right now with the good noodle points. Let me get to your comments from last time. It was a fun episode last time. Oh, I didn't show, like, I typically try to look at what paralogs we might be doing this time. There's a fun paralog on the map that I didn't expect. I think it's Constance, Mercy, and Annette, and I'm like, oh my gosh! Oh! I think that one might be dope. I'm kind of excited for that one. I wasn't expecting it. Yo, where? Oh, that's selected. I was like, where are all my videos? YouTube, hello? We had last time Ayla's deepest desire, the snowball fight. Rodrigue earned a bunch of supports. I'm sorry, a bunch of stars that time just because, and I was like, you know what? Snowball fight. Said Anthony some, because that's definitely what I said. I was like, I'm Ayla, I want snowball fight. Reverse Queen saying, I love the Annette Lawrence support purely because it explained the hostility the Mercedes had with Lawrence. Oh, girls supporting girls. You're right. That makes so much sense, actually. Because you know them, they are close as close can be. I love that. The way Dedu described his sister making flowers when his previous support with Mercy, he taught the kids how to make flower crowns. Yo, I cried. I cried in my soul. That one was tough. And I think we gave him like so I think we might have given him and Mercy another star, like a not post-mortem because they're not dead, like a post star based on that, which is crazy. I also love Mercy Grid. They're so cute, good noodle on that. Big oof to the Shaz Dimitri support. He's such a Debbie Downer, but it's so him, it really is. And also, dang, didn't see my previous comment to hit, foresee, one word, but your autocorrect made it too, so I was like, what am I reading? I didn't foresee my previous comment hitting so close to home. Right, for real. Also, to answer the question, it's not like, the Argentans want the war, to win the war, the kingdom win the war over the empire. It is more or less the only way to keep the empire in control since, of course, Hubert and Ferdinand won't keep idle, so they got rid of Hubert and Duke Iron put Ferdinand on house arrest. It's just an unfortunate consequence that most of the Black Eagle Strike Force are recruitable or dead at this point, and the only one that's really left in old nobility are the old nobility in Caspar, which is interesting, so the newer generals don't really have that tight of a leash. Poor Caspar. He doesn't really have too much of a say either, which is the worst. Jessica, a trick of the old goddess, I'm sorry, the trick of the goddess, not the old goddess, is the Violet Split chapter. I guess I'll start with this. There is a strategy you need to complete successfully. As soon as you enter battle, make everyone guard Ayla. You'll be made to follow a specific path marked by a green arrow. If anyone enters the wrong stronghold, you'll have to fight Byleth. Then you have to defeat Randolph before Byleth reaches him. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I've read that and I've read it again and it's down, like, stuck in my mind. That's what we'll be doing. Unless I forget. Shaz doesn't actually have a happy nickname, which is interesting. Which is kind of interesting. It makes sense in a sense that she wouldn't have one from before, but I would think that since they had, like, time to you know, talk, that they would get one. At least during the Happy Chef supports. School therapist, someone bring Dimitri to set a stat. Mercy and Annette are just so wholesome. Are you gonna take this break, Dimitri, or are you gonna, and you're gonna like it? Dimitri slept for flirting with Deathfire, flirt with Dedu instead. Facts. Battalions grant weapon triangle advantage, so you could give your units one that advantage over lances in lieu of bringing axe units. That's true! That's true! We can do that! Oh, I was like, what am I gonna do when I got all these sword users and nothing to do about it? That's kind of funny, actually. And then Constance Yuri. Constance says, it has been quite some time, Yuri. What brings you to grace us with your presence today? Oh, you know, long story. I'm sure you've got one of your own, right, Constance? Mercedes and Constance. Constance, is that really you? Mercedes, to think we'd be reunited in here of all places. They were childhood friends. Don't worry, I remember. You know, I still didn't think that I thought that they would have supports and not a paralog, but they have a paralog, and I'm excited for that. And lastly, Sonic Gaming, Snowball Fight! Team Ayla and her Snowman Army versus Team US Aviator and the Anti-Snowman Army. I'ma beat up every snowman that steps up to me. I'ma spear him, yeah. I'ma tackle him, yeah. I'ma turn him into powdery snow, yeah. The reason Yuri's so fast, and thank you for this, is because of his hero's relic, the Feathers of Dormy, which give him horse-like speed no matter what class he is in. Thank you guys for this War Council meeting. Let's hop into the episode. Let's first take the Noodle Star thing off the episode. Can you imagine if I forgot about that? Let's look. Like the blue feather. It's a very strong blue. Let's go and start walking around. Let's go talk to people. Who's over here? Baltus.
Got a minute?
Balti. So I got this old buddy, right? His name's Holst. The guy can rip demons to shred in his sleep, and he doesn't have a crest. Man's a force of nature. But Dimitri's pretty strong too, isn't he? I wonder who would win in a fight. Well, I'll just have to take a crack at him first. If he can't beat me, then then Holst will wipe the floor with him for sure. That's true. I have this Merc Whistle. I sure do. Catherine, hey. So, like, you guys know, in 3 houses, I got over Catherine pretty quickly. I don't know if I'm over her now. Something about seeing her again in this environment has made me like, it's made me appreciate her a little bit more, and then the conversation and the time that she had with Dedue. I mean, oh yeah, I can do first person. That's not what I wanted. Return to the camp. So ZL, right? There we go. I don't know why it took me to the map. Hey, hello. Okay, that's kind of neat. It's something we never really used. Hey, what's up, girl? Y'all, you can't tell me that, like... I'm gonna stop. Hey, what do you got to say?
Come to think of it.
You know, it's been a while since I've seen Lady Rhea. Now, here's the thing. If I were to give her the Merc Whistle, she'd be like, oh yeah, let's do our best for Lady Rhea, not for each other. And I know that she's got, you know, she got her own Shamir, but like, I like Shamir too. We exchange letters regularly, but I still worry about her. The business with the Western Church has probably piled up even more on her plate. I hope she's not taking on more than she can handle. She can handle it. She's Lady Rhea. She's a dragon. Somebody's in here. Annette, you're healing the folks. There have been so many people fleeing the Empire lately. Of course, I want to help those in need too. So it's good if some of them end up joining our army. But I'm worried if we notice, we wouldn't notice if one of them happened to be a spy. That's true. Good point. I should probably take a look around if anyone's suspicious at the very least. I'll keep my eyes peeled too. I'm sure it'll be fine, but it can't hurt to be helpful, or careful rather. After all, we can't afford to lose this battle. There's no room for error. I'm going to walk back to pink because we haven't had pink since the start. It's rare, it's not often that we get like these conversations where I give somebody a star. I'm gonna give one to Annette. Cause that's something I thought about. And I don't think I've ever like just said. I was like, we're just letting all these these Empire people in here and we're not giving a care in the world for if they're like a spy or something. We've suffered so much in Magdred and in an Arundel territory because of Gerald's mercenaries. My friend even lost their life at the hands of the Ashen Demon. So did mine. We must win for all those who were taken from us. Defeat is not an option. You know, eventually one of these like NPCs is gonna get a good noodle star, and it's gonna be crazy. Gotta be somebody in here set this up.
In truth,
His Majesty has asked for my counseling regarding strategic matters more often as of late. He is already an excellent leader, especially for one so young, rather. I'm happy to advise him whether he needs it or not. How do you know so much? Dimitri really seems to trust you. How do you know so much about tactics anyway? Well, when you've studied the records of the Saints as much as I have, it is only natural to glean some information from their tactical knowledge. Saint Keyhole, in particular, was known as a tactical genius. The best of all time, played a key role in many historic victories. He was very handsome, too. He also penned a military strategy book. Recommend on reading it should the opportunity arise. I can't wait to continue to get those publishing funds. Hey, what's up? Ingi.
Oh, right.
The land in this region is so fertile, and the climate is greatly differs from the kingdoms. It's hard to describe my feelings looking at the landscape after all I've seen in Galatia. I can also understand why the people of Shrang are trying to seize our lands here in Fargus. Hold on, let me... there we go. But I mustn't let envy cloud my vision. I'll instead need to focus on what I can do for my home. Very nice.
How can I serve?
The man charged with defending Hevering territory is General Randolph. He is actually related to Count... Is he? Oh, he is! He is related to Count Berglius. That's true. I knew that. I did know that. Not by blood, mind you, but he's the previous Count's stepson from his second wife. He desperately wants to make a name for himself in the war and establish a house of his own. Of course, who knows whether his new house rather, would even have a future in the current empire. That's true. Hey, what's up? If I'm not mistaken, we should be getting closer and closer to my home. Or maybe not. I've been holed up so much, I don't know where we are anymore. We're getting closer. No, you're right. Varley territory is just beyond Hevering, isn't it?
No.
Wait, what? No, they're gonna brand me a traitor and kill me. Oh, I just remembered my father should be a Garrick Mock anyway. Well, I'll be happy as long as I don't have to see him. Fair enough. You and your father, they sure are a couple of people. I do... Okay, so look. These two? I know everybody's out here shipping Dimitri and Dedu, and you know what? Same. But like, this is my sleeper ship, not for nothing. I love these two boys together. We will continue. Hey Dedu, just out of curiosity, what's that in your hand? It is the pin His Majesty broke during the War Council. Yeah, things got pretty heated with everyone talking over each other. It must have been hard on His Majesty as well, considering how easily and often he breaks pins. Indeed. He was terribly despondent when he saw it break this time. Let's come up with a solution.
Let's see.
Maybe we can figure out a way to keep him from accidentally breaking them. Like, what if we gave the pin a name? He's less likely to break something he's attached to. Haha, that might actually work. I'll have to run it by His Majesty next time. His strength really comes in handy on the battlefield. I actually used to be jealous of him. No. But now I understand the burden it brings. I'm sure there are people who are afraid of him too. Yes. Unfortunately, more than a few consider him to be some kind of monster. My boys, my good boys. I love them. You know what? And I gotta admit, Ash is probably overdue for a Merc whistle, because I've said a lot of times, man, I love Ash.
So,
he is one of my favorites. I'm glad that I had him every route, but I was kind of heartbroken to see him like it. Not heartbroken, like jokishly heartbroken. Most of the time I was like, get over it, Ash. Pardon me, I was a little heartbroken that he was so beat up all the time, emotionally. The Western Empire bore almost no trace of the previous war, but this current conflict has damaged the towns and cities of the area yet again. They were destroyed and rebuilt, only to be destroyed again. It seems like such a foolish cycle, but maybe that's the only way humans can move forward. Oh, haha. I'm rambling again, aren't I? You are. Certainly you are, Gatekeeper!
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. The encampment is like our home during this expedition. I'll be sure to keep it safe so that you can fight without any worries. Thank you, baby. 1 star for him. I actually don't think I gave him a star last episode, which is my bad. Are you already on the line? You are. Here we go. Hey, as long as there's nothing to report, Mans gets a star. The girls! Hello, girls.
How wonderful.
To think I would be reunited with my dearest Happy, here of all places, it must be a miracle granted by the goddess herself.
Honestly, I don't know.
Hey, I worked my tail off too to get here. You did too, didn't you, Coco? So first you make Coco betray the Empire, and now she's got to fight for the kingdom? Is that what's going on? Yeah, that's what happened.
What do you think?
Yeah, it is what it is, but we definitely appreciate your help.
Can I be of use?
Refusal was never an option to begin with, but in any case, I will do my utmost to support you. Maybe let's not promise that, Coco. You'll change your tune as soon as it gets cloudy. That's true. Yeah, Flame, what's up?
Do you have a moment?
It may be imprudent at a time like this, but since we have traveled this far west, I would very much like to visit the coast to the north of here. Are you familiar with the Rhodos Coast? The Cody Rhodos Coast? It is just north of Lake, man, I know this word. Tatades. I've heard of it. But it's quite away from here, rather. Going there now is out of the question. Well, you certainly don't mince words. It is a place near and dear to my heart, you know. But you are right. It is rather far. Perhaps I will visit once the war is ended. Well, it sucks. It's like, hey, Shamir, how you doing here, girl? A lot of people are getting fired up now that we've pushed the Empire back this far. They're saying Garrick Mock's as good as ours, but I'm not so sure. It'll be difficult.
Let's see.
Garrick Mock sits on one of the most strategic locations in Bodland. It's not your average stronghold. Yep. But if that's what the higher-ups in the church are aiming for, then Rael will have no choice but to move. The Cardinals and the others are still alive after all. Interesting. Interessante. We also missed somebody. Oh, no, we didn't. They're just right over here. Merchant. Oh, Merchant, hello.
Now that you mention it.
His Majesty's mood is different from last year. It's almost as if he was too diligent before. It made him somewhat unapproachable. I like him better now. He's much more cheerful around camp, too. Nice. You know, now that he doesn't, he's helping us shoulder his burden. How are you? We fought so many familiar faces in the last battle, so many old friends. Professor Manuela, Professor Hanneman, Monty, Lynn, Connie. I'm glad some of them listened to reason and joined us, but there were so many who couldn't be spared. Perhaps I should have died with them. No, 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 no. Strongly disagree. Don't say that. You think your deaths would have meant fewer casualties? Maybe not, but at least I wouldn't have to feel this way. Man, dude. Gosh darn, we got depressed D back. I'm not here for this. She was so happy the other rounds. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, Ayla, have you come to pray as well? Everyone has their own reasons for fighting. It's not even about good and evil most of the time. So at the very least, I want to pray for those who have lost their lives. Oh. May they rest in peace. Oh, goddess. Welcome to the good noodle board, Marianne. I don't expect you to be earning many stars. Maybe on the golden deer route you would have, but like... yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Hey, what's up?
Got a second?
I don't get it rather. Why do Gerald's mercenaries keep siding with the Empire when they're losing? At this rate, the only thing the Empire's army is gonna offer them are losing battles and table scraps, right? Maybe they want to avoid the kingdom.
Let's see.
Maybe they want to steer clear of the kingdom for some reason. Actually, didn't their captain used to be the head of the Knights of Saros back in the day? So it could have less to do with the kingdom or alliance and more about avoiding the church.
So the story is...
The best case scenario in my book is turning our enemies into allies. Considering all the battles we have ahead of us, I'd like to avoid whatever unnecessary battles and casualties we have. Yeah, well, I mean, we know why. We certainly know why. There's nobody in here, but there is somebody right outside of here. A kingdom soldier.
Do you have a minute?
Have you heard about the dance master that lives in who? In Martin territory? Apparently they won the White Herring Cup dancing competition. I had no idea such a contest even existed. I wonder what style of dance they do. No, I don't know what you're talking about, actually. Is that where I picked up the dancer class this route? Maybe? What are you talking about, Lynn? I thought I would... Alright, Lynn's here! I thought I would be taken prisoner, but instead I'm being treated as a general. What were they thinking? It'll be such a pain if they expect me to persuade the Imperial forces to coming to this front. That's not the plan.
Let's see.
I don't know what they've got planned, but either way, they clearly value you.
Unfortunate.
In that case, I suppose I should thank whoever holds me in such irritatingly high esteem. You shouldn't. You might not have any supports here, actually. I don't think I checked for Lynn. Because Lynn was like so far up here that I didn't check for him at all. No, I think he's clear. Yes, he's clear. Who else did we get? Did we just get Lynn? No, we got Lynn and Constance. I already checked Constance. She just got Annette. We could have just let Lynn die, actually. Not that I would want to, because like Lynn, he's kind of that guy. I like Lynn a lot. I think I started to really like Lynn at the end of Three Houses. So I'm glad that I was like, oh yeah, Three Hopes, Lynn my boy. Stare in silence.
What?
Yes, what is it? Oh, you needn't be concerned about me. I just was lost in thought. I can't quite place the reason, but I've been feeling agitated lately. Well, I mean, you're my head guy, so I don't really want you to be agitated at any time, for real. Hey, father and son. I will be overseeing the main base's defense per our discussion with His Majesty, which means I won't be able to accompany all of you. Do not try and slow His Majesty down, Felix. Please, me slow him down? I'll be the one dragging him to the enemy's door. Ha! I'm certain His Majesty would find that most reassuring. I look forward to seeing what you will accomplish, Felix. You're the one who needs to keep his ego in check. Try not to embarrass yourself, old man. That's just like them. That is just like them. Petra.
We must speak.
I went visiting where my father died. Oh, man, everybody's so sad this chapter. But of course, there was nothing to be seen. Almost no one in Fulton remembers. This is good, rather, in its own way, I think. I'd like to question her. Why is that good? You don't want them to remember? I do not. My father was an enemy of Fulton. I am having certainty of this. If we think of our future friendship, people forget the bad, rather, and then it can be fading away. Do you not think so? I guess that's fair. And she is very clearly not an enemy of Fulton. Mercy! What's up, girl? How you doing? So Mercy is also one of these secret potential Merc Whistle candidates, because like, I've come to really enjoy Mercy. She's a dork, I'm so relieved we didn't have to take Constance's life. She's a dear friend of mine back when I lived in the Empire. It pains me that we're forcing her to betray them, but I also get so much joy out of fighting alongside her. It's selfish of me, I know. Yeah, and I know. Raph, huh?
Got a minute?
I know we're trying to end the war as quickly as possible, but barging into someone else's homeland and thrashing the place just doesn't feel right. I feel the same, man. I hear you. It's easier to feel good about it when I think it's about who we're fighting to protect. That's true. I just can't help but think that somehow after all of this is done, I'm gonna take over the end and then live a carefree life rather. We'll have to hurt anybody as an innkeeper. Well, you might. They've really grown on me.
So here's the thing.
I don't know if it's because I've been here for a while or what, but the folks in Fargus and the church really have grown on me. Oh, you're an Alliance General. That's right. The yellow. Also, the words that literally say Alliance General. I promise I read sometimes, you guys. Every victory we sing, we drink, and we have a rollicking good time. Doesn't matter where we're from. This war won't last forever, but I sure hope the friendships... Oh. Yeah, Alliance General. Frank. That's his name, you guys. That's Alliance General Frank, and he's our boy. The friendships will last forever, my guy. Mwah, mwah. Please don't die in battle. Great. Man, that... I wasn't ready for that. I sure hope the friendships do.
I was thinking.
Gerald's mercenaries again. It feels like we fought them hundreds of times since the war started. We've got the Empire backed into the corner, but I wonder if this will be the last time we see of them. I don't care if we defeat them or force them to surrender. I just don't want to fight them anymore. They are a dangerous bunch. And now everybody else is left in this little center area. So let's go and get all these people in this center area. Hey, okay, so it's just a guy and Yuri.
Hear me out.
Wow, meeting the boss again really was something. What a guy. We hadn't spoken to each other or seen each other in 2 years and he still remembered me. I gotta tell the others from the Abyss that I bumped into him.
Right.
Balthus, Constance, Happy, all the usual suspects are here. Up until 2 years ago, I lived with them underground as part of the Ashen Wolves. I'm gonna tease them about it. And now you're together forever. Aw, it's sweet, you're all such good friends. It's not about being good friends. We're just always bound to run into each other. I'm amazed we reunited here of all places, though. Very good, Yuri. Proud of you. I'm glad. I'm so glad that the wolves are in this game. Because I think I'd be mad if they weren't.
How can I be of service?
Pardon me, Commander. Is there really no way for us to avoid an altercation with Gerald's mercenaries? Perhaps we could keep our distance from them and focus on attacking the Imperial forces. Though I suppose we have no information as to their whereabouts. If only we could develop some strategy that would allow us to glean their location. And just like that, they've kind of planted some seeds. Kingdom General.
A moment of your time.
Word has it that the Minister of Domestic Affairs, Count Hevering, is a very capable fellow. Perhaps it is why there have been relatively minimal destruction and looting in the area. Or could it be that the cities in this territory are developed so they can withstand more damage? Apparently, he's assembling forces in the city of Mazgas, but I wonder if we will need to engage in combat. Interesting. Oh, I'm surprised we don't have Leone on this round. But maybe we'll get her later, actually. Just feels wrong.
Wait up.
Fighting mercenaries is one thing, but going against Sir Alois, it just feels wrong. He's so good-natured and his terrible jokes always make people laugh. Well, at least a few of the nice got a kick out of him. Anyway, we all thought he was a swell guy. Can't believe things turned out this way. Well, I guess we're gonna have to murder him, it's fine. Dimitri, D's nuts. We already know what Germ's mercenaries are capable of. We have many superior numbers. We may have superior numbers, but they still can claim victory over us. That said, Hevering territory is a key strategic location. We simply cannot bypass it. We spoke earlier with Rodrigue and about the others prioritizing the defeat of the Imperial commander. Therefore, I propose we leave the base in Rodrigue's care and strike at the heart of the Imperial forces ourselves. What are your thoughts? I don't agree. It's not gonna work. I'm in for an head-on attack, but do you think they'll just let us waltz in there and take out their commander? Gerald's mercenaries could turn our raid into a retreat if we're not careful. I'm not certain there's a better option, but it would be prudent to give it more consideration. Fortunately, we have battle-hardened veterans like Seth and Rodrigue on our side. I need not come to a conclusion on my own, rather. I also listed more opinions before making my decision. It's not gonna work. I tried to tell him, but he didn't listen to me. Y'all heard me. And lastly, Lawrence. The Alliance forces have entered Imperial territory, but their wariness of the infamous General Count Berg-Lees has them as a stalemate. At least that's how it appears. In reality, it is a pretext to draw attention from the Imperial forces on the Eastern Front. It is another one of the Blackguard Claude's foolhardy schemes rather. But it is more than serving its purpose. At least for the time being, the Imperial Army cannot devote any forces to the west. Our victory is all but assured. Ah ha 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 ha. He didn't do his laugh. Is he okay? Does he need a hug or something? Here, take me to personal quarters. I think Dimitri now has access to Dancer. I think most people have access to Dancer. So that's great. Arval, I don't need to talk to you. I need to start looking at support. So once again, we don't have a ton of them. Ayla has 2. Yeah, Ingrid and... No, just Ingrid. Ingrid and Sedith. We're working on Catherine. We'll get her. Don't worry. Dimitri, I think, just has Felix and Yuri. Correct. Felix just has Dimitri. We're working on this, and we're working on that, too. Let me see. Annette has Sylvain and Lawrence and Constance. Ingrid just has Marianne and us, right? I forgot. So let's start at the bottom and move up. Sedith, huh? Yeah, let's talk to Sedith. You trust me now, Sedith? You trust me? You gonna get your first good noodle star, Sedith?
Hey, Sedith. What are you staring off into space for?
Oh, it is you. I was just reflecting on the monastery.
Yeah. It's that way, isn't it? In the mountains.
Correct? So close, yet still beyond our reach.
Can't say I ever learned much about it when I was there, but I know it's important to the church.
Yes. It serves as the headquarters of our order. Many saints have been laid to rest there as well.
And now it's been taken from
As
you.
a sacred ground, Garreg-Mach Monastery is irreplaceable. It is also a place that Flayn and I hold dear to our hearts.
So, your sister feels that way too?
Due to our circumstances, Flayn and I traveled around Fodlan as nomads for a very long time. When we accepted the Archbishop's gracious invitation, I thought we had finally found our safe haven. That it would be taken from us so easily is almost too much to bear.
Well, that's all the more reason to take it back then. I'll do whatever I can to make that happen.
Dang.
Oh, I mean, while staying away from the Archbishop, of course.
There it is.
You must forgive me for saying what I did back then. My position required I do so. I do not personally believe, however, that any evil resides within you.
Oh, well, see, now it's okay.
Whatever the true nature of your power, I trust you wield it with a righteous heart.
That's what I wanted to hear, Sedith. That's what I wanted, man. Do you really, though?
Yeah? Seems like a pretty drastic change of heart. Does that mean you're finally starting to trust me?
No.
Indeed,
Oh, yes, okay.
I am truly grateful to have you as an ally.
Okay, that's better. All right.
I know
so-
I have no right to say this after regarding you with such suspicion, but we need you. I pray you will continue to lend us your strength, not only for the church, but for the future of Fodlan itself.
That's what I wanted to hear,
You
Sedith.
can
That's what I
count
wanted
on
to hear.
me, Sedith.
Yeah, okay, great. I just wanted Sedith to do you be like, yeah, I trust you. I was wrong. Suck it, Sedith. Although, we might as well check out your Yuri scene while we're here. I'm surprised they have an ABC instead of just a BC.
I really thought that was it for me. I can't believe I fell for that trap behind enemy lines.
It was certainly an uncharacteristic blunder. However, you have returned safely, with your life intact.
I can hardly believe it. Part of me keeps wondering if I'm really still alive. I've had my share of brushes with death, but that was definitely the second worst.
Second worst.
Oh? What was the first?
An illness swept through my village when I was really young.
Yep.
We didn't have access to a doctor, or the money to pay one.
Ah, the plague that ravaged Fargus. At the time, the entire kingdom was struggling mightily to contain it, or so I have heard. Its foul clutches claimed even the Queen of Fargus herself. It is incredible that you survived without the aid of a physician.
Probably his crust.
You're telling me? Honestly, if that old man hadn't saved me, I wouldn't be standing here now.
This old man you speak of, was he a doctor?
No, at least I don't think he was. Just some feeble old stranger my mother came across. He could barely even walk on his own. So we took him in and made sure he was cared for. And I caught the plague. And of course, there was nothing my mother could do about that. That's when the old man saved me. I have no idea what kind of treatment or medicine he used to do it.
Is that so? And where is this elderly gentleman now?
Oh, he passed away a long time ago. I told you. This was back when I was a kid.
Huh.
I see. Then it is as I thought.
What did you think?
Your story reminded me of something, actually. One of the 10 elites was originally afflicted with a terminal disease. After
Oh.
receiving their crest, this individual made a full recovery.
Okay. Never mind. I understand.
Or so the story goes. Perhaps it is more fitting to call it a fairy tale.
I'm not sure I completely follow.
You should follow
Are
Yuri.
you saying that old man saved my life by giving me the power of a crest?
I am simply saying the possibility exists. Alas, I cannot know for certain.
Hold on. It does actually kind of make sense when I think about it. But if that's true, it would mean that old man was an apostle of the goddess or something. Which means I might live to be ridiculously old. Just like the 10 elites.
Well, not if you keep having brushes with death like this.
Regrettably, that elderly gentleman has left the... However, what is certain is that he saved your life. You should treat it with care, whether on the battlefield or elsewhere. After all, we have but one life to live.
As the kids say, YOLO.
Yeah,
They don't say
you're
that
right.
anymore.
Thanks for the advice. I still have plenty of things I have to do before my time is up.
You would do well to head back and get some rest. My apologies for keeping you. You always cursed the blood that flowed through you. But in the end, it saved that child's life.
Yep.
It brings me great relief to know that you found salvation in your last moments. Oban, my friend. Be at peace.
That makes a lot of sense. Because he was wondering where he's actually from, especially since he has this crest, but now we know where his crest is. Cool. That I like a lot, actually. That was a neat little, like, backstory moment. You and Sylvain, y'all might go crazy. Oh, you guys have B and C ready. Alright, hold on, let's go.
You have something to say, or do you just like staring at me?
Merely thinking about your brother, that's all.
Okay.
I only caught a glimpse of him at Aryan Road, but he was nothing like what the rumors suggested.
You mean the ones about the eldest son of a noble family falling from grace? Taking up a life of banditry and wanton destruction?
The very same. They say he was a foul knave who stole not to survive, but because he took such great pleasure from the act. Still, I suppose one shouldn't take such rumors at face value.
Nope, those rumors were all true.
Actually, there's a fair amount of truth to what they say. At least there was, up until 2 years ago. Yet still, His Majesty thought it was wise to recruit him to our side, and somehow managed to do just that.
Yes, I hear he wooed your brother with the chance to demonstrate how the Crestless can still make something of themselves. His honeyed words drew him in, at which point he began to play the man's inferiority complex like a mandolin.
Lamau.
Seems like you're more cunning than I realized. You really have eyes and ears everywhere, huh?
That's Yuri for you.
You're one to talk of cunning, springing as you do from the loins of Margrave Gautier himself.
Not the loins, Yuri, come
I know
on.
you've been keeping tabs on my every move.
What?
In my line of work, one learns to pick up on hostile presences rather quickly.
Dang.
From the day we met, you've been waiting for me to take one wrong step so you can cut me down.
Oh my.
I'd heard the heir of House Gautier was nothing more than a base philanderer. But it seems that rumor isn't completely true either. Just look at you. Having the gall to call me out while you hide behind the murderous grin plastered on your face. I know you've killed without hesitation.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we've all made mistakes. There's no need to rehash the past. And what's this murderous grin you're talking about? What would that even look like?
The fact you aren't conscious of it makes you all the more dangerous.
Oh my gosh.
Unless that pained grimace just now was also part of your act.
Ooh.
Regardless, that crest-bearing fool nickname you picked up seems woefully inappropriate for one of your caliber.
Ooh.
It's clear you inherited your father's cunning, and then some.
I'm not sure whether to take that as a compliment or just start sobbing.
The former. There aren't many in Fodling capable of winning my true respect. For my part, I'll watch where I step, lest I end up with one of your blades lodged in my back.
Fascinating. I didn't know it was all about that, but alright, continue. We got a lot of Yuri today. Or not a lot, we got 3, but okay.
Alright, that should do it. Sorry for pulling you into this, Sylvain.
Hey, I'm the one who should be apologizing. I can't believe I didn't pick up on the fact we had spies in our midst.
Hey, we were just talking about this with Annette. Y'all should have talked to her.
Oh, I'm just especially attuned to sensing such people. What with my line of work and all.
Well, I guess you know what? I take it a step back. We should have just been talking to Yuri. I was like, hey, you got eyes and ears everywhere. You got spies here? Yep. All right, let's fix
They
something.
seemed quite adept, save for the fact they were just as poor at hiding their hostility as you.
Or maybe you're just way too perceptive.
Fair enough.
Merely years of practice, I assure you. Still, I was surprised to see how eagerly you set about clearing those spies from our midst. Never thought I'd meet someone who'd jump at an invitation to purge spies as readily as he would a lunch date with a pretty woman.
Well, time is of the essence with this kind of stuff, and Dimitri surely won't mind that we only let him know after the fact.
Fair enough.
We have to win this war, and nothing loses a war faster than a leaky ship.
And that's 100%
Yet even
correct.
superior intelligence can be overturned by brute force. Take Aryan Road, for example. I was so certain he had achieved total victory, and then...
Yeah, that was a hard-won battle. We'd never have made it without my brother in the Knights.
And then we basically lost.
Speaking of which, it's still a little weird to trust my back to a guy who was so recently trying to jam a sword into it.
I understand your qualms. In fact, I'm surprised you never hunted me down yourself to seek revenge for your brother's death.
It's all water under the bridge if you joining helps us win this war.
Oh. Was Yuri the one who cut him down?
I just didn't know if I could trust you at first.
I know he was a part of the army that cut him down, but was Yuri the one who actually cut him down?
And now? Have I proven worthy of that trust?
Certainly. Your perceptiveness really saved our tails this time. But don't forget that I'm sworn to protect this place. And you know exactly what'll happen if you decide to switch sides.
There's that murderous grin.
You're actually quite the loyalist beneath all that flippancy. I admire such sensibility, believe it or not. But you may rest easy. I have no intentions of betraying you. In fact, I look forward to a lasting friendship with the future Margrave.
I mean, I'm gonna give them a couple stars, you know. 1 star apiece. 1 for Yuri. 1 for Sylvain. They got rid of some spies. They definitely deserve something for that, a little something something.
I'd like that. And I kind of appreciate how you see right through me. Saves me the trouble of trying to beat around the bush, you know?
It sounds as if we forged a mutual respect. Perhaps I might even agree to go out with you sometime.
Hello.
So long as you don't use any more of your awful pickup lines from the first time we met. Oh, how did that one go again? Hello there, my adorable little chickadee. Care to let this rooster into the hen house?
Well, it sounds like... oh boy.
Look, I already apologized for mistaking you for a girl, so you can quit bringing it up now.
That's hilarious. He was like, ooh, purple-haired maiden, hello.
And give up such an embarrassing tidbit on the next Margrave Gautier? Never.
Lamau.
Besides, I never asked you to apologize. You are not the first to make that error, nor will you be the last. And frankly, a date with you would likely prove a very interesting experience.
Oh my god, look at this.
There's no better way to secure one's future than by attaching oneself to a dashing Margrave to be, after all.
Whoa, you just put my chickadee line to shame. Is it weird that I'm kinda into it?
What's going on, you guys? BL really does stand for boy. I mean, go ahead. Go ahead, maybe your name should be Yowie, not Yuri. That's crazy, get in there.
Take note, Sylvain. This is how it's done.
That's how it's, yeah, you know what? That's how it's done. Star for a bowl. That's how it's done, baby. All right, one more for Sylvain. Yuri, you get yourself another one too. That's crazy.
I think I'm at least starting to get how you've risen so far so fast. I'm definitely glad you're on our side. Anyway, here's to seeing where the future takes us.
That's wild. What a time. All right, Yuri. I wish you had some more scenes, not for nothing, but go ahead and talk to Dimitri. That's a hoot.
Everyone is strangely abuzz today. Is there a visiting minstrel or a mummer's troupe?
Haven't you heard, mister? A funny knight's been coming to town recently.
A funny
A
night.
funny night, hey?
Oh, yeah, he's super strong. He can carry all the blacksmith stuff by himself.
Gosh darn it, Dimitri.
And he got those guys who kept picking fights at the tavern to finally shut up. But he's also kind of weird, too. Like when you talk to him, sometimes he seems sheltered and obtuse, but then sometimes not.
Why does that sound like... No, it couldn't be.
Yuri, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I think he could ask you the same thing.
I knew it.
I'm glad I ran into you. We have a broken wagon that needs fixing, and I could use a hand.
I can't believe you. Come with me a second. Are you an idiot? What are you doing here?
I had some time on my hands and thought I'd see how things are going in town.
The king?
Then stick to the more upscale streets. This alley is dangerous. It's not quite a full-blown slum, but money is still in pretty short supply. What are we supposed to do if someone introduces our king to a nice pointy knife while he's out wandering the streets? By himself, might I add.
Yeah, where's the do?
How am I supposed to learn what it means to be a commoner without using my own eyes? All I ever see from my throne are the upscale streets, as you call them. And yes, I could send someone here in my stead, but there is no substitute for first-hand experience.
Well, don't come
You
alone.
know you don't have an heir, right? If you die, the entire region gets thrown into a bloody civil war over who gets to succeed you.
That is true.
Lots of nobles will die, but the commoners? The commoners will be absolutely slaughtered. Right now, people seem to like you. So it's in all of our interest that you live a long and healthy life. Got it? And if you insist on coming here, at least bring that giant oaf of yours along to watch your back.
Hey, hold on, dude. Yuri. The do is no oath.
Perhaps I was being a bit reckless.
It's good to know that even a fool like you can see reason on occasion.
In that case, might I ask you to act as my bodyguard today? I'm certain you're more than up to the task.
I love Dimitri. Well, if that's the case, hey, can you watch my back?
If I could get a look at this town through your eyes, I think I could learn many valuable lessons. Besides, if I ask to do, he'll surely forbid me from coming here at all. I would be grateful if you would consent to doing this favor for me.
Oh, this is rich. A king asking me for help. Fine. In that case, your majesty. I will do all in my power to safeguard your royal person. Happy?
Cute. Alright. Yeah, I'll give them both a star for that. I was gonna say, I'm gonna give Dimitri a star for saying, yeah, how am I ever supposed to see what it's like, through a commoner's eyes? I'm gonna hold off on Yuri's. I was gonna give him one, then he called to do an oath, and I was like, I can't give him a star this one. But Dimitri's gonna get one for that. I'm sure Yuri will probably earn one in their B support, so it's fine. Annette, talk to Constance. Constance, are you about to be on this this list?
You were brilliant in the previous battle, Annette.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush.
You are already blushing.
It's an honor to be complimented by one of the School of Sorcery's most legendary alumni.
Oh, really?
I'm
Legendary.
legendary now, am I? Well, I can't say I disagree.
I heard so many stories about you, though I don't know how true any of them are. Like, there's one where you turned a bunch of bossy noble kids into horses, apparently.
Oh, yes! I remember that spell. I titled it, Wherefore Winnies.
Oh my gosh. Constance.
I was so overjoyed at having completed it that I began using it everywhere, and thus a tiny misunderstanding was born.
I also heard you were smart enough to argue magical theory with the teachers and win.
Ugh, arguing is such a gauche way to put it. But These stories offer only a glimpse into who I am. Such trifling incidents are hardly worthy of the word legendary.
Yeah, but it sounds like at least some of them actually happened, right? I never dreamed I'd be fighting beside as big a legend as you.
A legend.
It honestly makes me kind of nervous.
No need for such modesty.
Oh,
After
no.
all, you yourself are among the most talented women in all the kingdom.
Her A support. She's gonna meet her in the sunlight.
Oh gosh, that's high praise. Did a teacher say it maybe?
No, I merely happened to read that book you wrote during your time there.
Book? Oh, but no. I mean, I'm not even sure I'd call that a book, so really, it was more like a collection of memos on how to bake Mercy's treats.
Oh.
Making magical morsels. Exactly. That book spoke to my very soul. The thought of using magic to simplify complicated cooking tasks was nothing short of revolutionary.
Huh.
Okay, but how did you get your hands on it? It was supposed to be private.
Well, Mercy's her bestie.
I mean,
or they were
I
besties.
did give a teacher permission to present one of the spells, but
Combining ice and wind magic to make the outside soft while the inside stays crunchy. Oh,
Wait.
remarkable.
Oh, that's awesome.
It created a radical new movement of desserts that were softer, sweeter, and more divine than any which had come before. If you aren't proud of that, you can't be proud of anything. Though it is unfortunate the treats cannot be made without the use of the school's facilities.
well, it's not that I'm not proud, but it's also not like I wrote it all by myself either. I mean, sure, the magic was me, but Mercy is the one who taught me how to bake in the first place.
Oh, well, no. That's still... She taught you to bake, sure, but then, like... the implementation of the magic is what was the wild part.
Ah, Mercedes. I am well aware that her little delicacies are the finest in all Fodlan.
Like those ones with pockets of sweet and butter mixed into the dough? I would kill for one of those right now.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one. Is it a new creation? I must ask her to make it for me.
Wow.
In any case, I look forward to getting to know you better, Annette. I anticipate many lively theoretical discussions ahead.
Well, that was kind of cute. That was actually just really nice, actually. And I'm gonna give them both a star for that. Yeah, I am. Oh, Constance isn't on this list. Gosh darn it. Well, Constance, I think we're officially gonna have to expand the good noodle board because we had Frank on here. Where's Annette? She's right here. Yeah, honestly, I think that was just a pleasant scene. Not for nothing. Marianne and Ingrid, I believe, have 2. Annette has another one with Lawrence. So let's get these 2 out the way.
Oh dear, she left some of her feed again today. She might even be sick. But what do I do if she is?
You should give her hay instead of feed.
Oh, Marianne, I didn't notice you there. Wait, what's wrong with feed?
Oats aren't enough. For a horse, I mean. Not enough nutritional value.
I suppose I have been giving her a good amount of oats recently. Is that really what's making her unwell?
Yes. Probably.
That's what she told me.
In that case, I'll find some hay for her right away. Thanks for the advice. You sure know a lot.
Oh, no, not at all.
I don't know anything.
There's no need to be humble when you clearly know so much. Speaking of which, would you mind if I asked you some other questions?
No, I should have minded my own. Please, excuse me.
Hey, wait! There's so much I want to ask!
That better not be the entirety of their scene.
What
Okay.
do I do? I only brought her on the battlefield once.
I think I would have been mad if that was it.
Now she refuses to take even a single step.
I think, she's scared.
What? Really?
Yeah, I speak horse.
I can try to calm her down, but I don't know. Easy, girl, easy. I know that was scary, but you're safe now.
Laura's like, I will go die. It was I saw the light.
Amazing! She's walking again.
She said she hates the stench of blood on the battlefield. And that's why she didn't want to move.
Oh, well that makes sense. Wait, Did you just talk to my horse?
Yo, Miss Eliza Thornberry out here.
Yes, well, I mean, sort of. I just kind of understand.
Well, that's incredible. How do you do that? And can you teach me?
It's really just, I sort of imagine what they're thinking based on little movements, or... I'm sorry. I'm not helpful. I should go.
Not helpful? This is the second time you've helped me and her both. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself, Marianne. Have a little confidence in your abilities.
Please excuse me.
Oh, Marianne.
Wait, I didn't even get to thank you.
I'm not gonna give one to Marianne, but I think I will give one to Ingrid. Just for telling Marianne that she needs to have some confidence in her abilities. I'm sure that's gonna pop up again right now.
She's been flicking her tail a lot today. Does that mean she's happy?
No, she's just brushing off flies.
Oh, that makes sense. Also, I was thinking she was in a bad mood because she kept stomping her hoof.
That means she wants more hay. And higher quality feed if possible.
Where's this coming from, huh? You keep eating like this, you only have more weight to carry around.
Lamel.
I've really been trying to figure out what she's thinking based on her behavior, but it's so hard. I'm impressed you manage it so easily.
Oh no, I'm not that impressive. What's wrong, Ingrid?
Marianne, perfect timing.
Okay.
My horse is refusing to move again, and I need to help an ally back on the battlefield. She doesn't seem scared like before, so I'm not sure what to do.
Okay, I'll talk to her. Shh. You're fine. You'll be all right.
Well, what did she say?
She doesn't want to take you to the battlefield because it's too dangerous.
Oh!
For you, I mean.
So that's what was troubling her. All right, I'll take it from here. There, girl. It's all right. Even if we're heading into danger, I'll be fine so long as I'm with you. Now lift your head.
Hey,
and
can I give
walk.
her horse a good
One of
noodle
our
star?
friends is waiting for us.
Hey, oh man.
Aw, thanks. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Ingrid's horse a good noodle star. Which will likely never turn up again.
Thank goodness you got through.
I have been doing my best to learn how to connect with her, and it's clearly paying off. Though I'd never have understood her feelings without your insight.
Also, it is horse. She said horse earlier. I was just like, is it not a Pegasus that she's gonna be riding?
But
I guess she's riding a
I didn't
horse.
do anything. More importantly, you should hurry and help your friend.
I will. See you later.
Wait, Ingrid, I hope you come back safely. And then, when you do, maybe we can,
Oh, you want to go horseback riding together sometime? Of course. I'd love to have Dorte join us.
Oh, yes, actually. But how did you know?
I'm still bad at reading horses, but I'm great at reading you.
When you spend enough time with a person, you start to pick up on what they're thinking through facial expressions and mannerisms. It's especially true of close friends. So I guess all my practice helped us as well.
Oh, Ingrid.
Okay.
I really admire how hard you work at everything you do.
Okay.
I hope you return safely. Dorte and I will be waiting for you.
We'll come back safe, Marianne. I promise.
Alright, I'll give Ingrid and Marianne one for that. That was cute. I think that was a really good rehash of their B support. There's Ingrid, give her one. Alright. Whew! Ran a lot of stars, huh? Oh, we still have well, actually, I don't think we have a chunk. I think we have, like, one for all of the people who are up there.
Ah, Annette, good day to you.
Good day to you indeed.
Hey, Lawrence. Did you need something?
Yes, there is something I simply had to tell you.
Lawrence, don't mess us up.
Please don't say you want to ask me out.
Perish the thought. I merely wanted to praise you for your diligence, as it has clearly been paying off.
Okay, saying perish the thought is honestly not a good way to go about it.
Thanks, I guess. What's all this about?
I have borne witness to your magnificent exploits, both on and off the battlefield. Such achievements could only be possible through tireless effort. That kind of brilliance is impressive, no matter if you're a noble or a common lass of the lowest birth. Is something the matter? You look like a pigeon that's just been struck in the face with...
Yeah, I was like, she's like, huh?
It just came out of the blue is all. I wasn't really expecting you to compliment me.
But I am wounded. Is receiving a compliment from me truly so shocking?
I mean, based on past experience.
I merely wanted to express my heartfelt admiration.
With you and
Not
her.
least of all because of the misunderstanding which has long stood between us. I thought it best to speak my mind before fate's fickle hand separates us yet again.
Oh.
You are so odd sometimes.
And now you laugh at me. Might I inquire as to
And now you
why?
laugh at me.
I see nothing odd about praising a dear colleague.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It just hit me that you're actually totally sincere about all this.
Had that not been apparent? How could I be anything less than sincere in my desire to mend our previously strained relationship?
Okay, just your cadence makes everything seem a little bit less sincere, but I digress.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate all of my efforts, Lawrence. I really am. Because when you called me a child back then, it felt like you were dismissing all the hard work it took to make it into the School of Sorcery. I think some part of me has wanted to win your approval ever since. So it feels great to finally have it happen. You're a better judge of character than I gave you credit for, Lawrence.
I think he's just grown into a better judge of character. Although he still makes some dummy moves from time to
Naturally,
time.
it is a noble, sacred duty to stand above others and correctly evaluate their worth, after all.
Well then, as something of a noble myself, I guess I could stand to learn more about that from you.
Something of a noble.
That would be splendid! Well then, from one noble to another, perhaps you might join me for a meal so we might discuss issues of...
Let's not. I wouldn't want to spoil my newfound appreciation for you.
Oh!
Is that so? How unfortunate. Perhaps some other...
No.
Whoa, look at the time. I better get going. I need to do something with all this extra motivation.
Hey, man's got turned down tremendously.
Well, no matter. I need only follow her example and work tirelessly toward my goal. For I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, must aspire to nothing less.
Hit your laugh. That's my guy. It wouldn't have been the same scene without the laugh at the end. I'll tell you what, Ingrid, you have a little bit of. Oh, it's just us, isn't it? All right, we'll get to that. Annette, you got a little bit of Sylvain.
From
Get in there, girly.
slimy depths of the swamp they rise, great beasties of every shape and size.
Oh, no, she killing it.
Dance in a ring and... No, that's not right. Their slime they fling and... Huh? Who's there?
Sylvain,
Oh,
say
sorry.
his name
Didn't mean
and
to interrupt. Are you
he
getting a little choir
appears.
practice there?
I believe in Sylvain Gautier. Anywho.
Oh, it's you, Sylvain. Were you listening that whole time?
Pretty much. I must say, that song's super creative. You're the only person I know who could think up something like that.
Okay, admittedly, the song it did give a creepy vibe and a creepy cadence. It was like, okay,
I
continue.
feel like you were about to use another word there.
Agreed.
Nope. Great song. Top notch. A+. Are you going to perform it soon?
I was actually gonna sing it for everyone later tonight.
Maybe don't.
I came up with the lyrics and tune myself. And now that I'm finished, I can perform it loud and proud.
And it's a song about swamp beasties. Did I hear that part right?
And what's wrong with swamp beasties?
You got a problem with swamp beasties?
Nothing in particular. It's just that if you're gonna sing it in front of everyone, maybe it should be, I don't know, relatable?
Have you never met a swamp beastie, Sylvain?
I mean, swamp beasties are so beastie. Ugh. Wouldn't it be better with a puppy or a baby sheep or something cute like that?
I think you're just scared.
I see what you're saying. Cute animals, cute animals. Oh, what about bears? Huge ones.
Annette.
Yeah, I guess huge bears are better than beasties. I mean, they are pretty cute when they're not trying to tear your face off. Okay, that's good. Except I'm pretty sure bears don't live in swamps. So if you switch it up, it should probably be about giant bears dancing in the woods.
That is the most adorable thing I've ever heard.
Oh.
Are you secretly a professional songwriter, Sylvain?
Absolutely not. In fact, I feel like I should apologize for butting in with ideas. When
No, you
you've
might have
clearly
saved her
been working
song.
so hard on this.
Oh, don't apologize. If it helps make it a song everyone will enjoy, I'm all for it. I'm glad we're close enough for you to give your honest opinion.
Oh.
Well, I've never been one to ignore hardworking girls like you. And I'd love to hear it when it's finished. Wait, what's with the look? Did you come up with the new lyrics already?
Yep. Your suggestions gave me all the inspiration
Oh,
I
that was
needed.
quick.
Impressive. Why don't you sing it for me?
Hey, alright, Annette on the track.
Of course. I'm sure you'll love it.
Hook him up,
From
Annette.
the forest they appear, a sleuth of bears with cute round ears. They dance in a ring and enjoy the beats, but tonight they'll feast on meaty treats.
That actually
That's
might
not
be
bad.
more creepy somehow.
Is it?
But hey, maybe writing weird songs is a talent all of its own. At the very least, they're great at distracting me from real-life worries. Thanks, Annette.
I don't think that's what she was going for. I don't... Okay, well, whatever. Well, oh, yeah! So hearing that one unlocks this one, finally. How delightful. I knew that that one was locked until we saw some other support. I just wasn't sure what it was, but I knew we were going to see
song
it.
about the dancing swamp beasties and
Yo, we're so in.
Some swamp beasties, it was bears. A song about dancing swamp beasties wouldn't be nearly as cute.
Annette.
it was supposed to be cute? Anyway, I'd never heard a song like that before, and now I can't get it out of my head.
Wait, really? Wow, I'm flattered. But it's not like I can make up the rest of it on the spot. Why don't you go see an opera or something? Get a better song stuck up in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Guess I've been interested in seeing an opera in the past, but I've never gone.
Now that you mention it, I don't know if they even perform opera in Fargus.
Huh.
But the church is in Camulus now, and they have volunteers who put on operas every now and then. I've been helping Dorothea and the others there, and it's really expanded my repertoire of songs.
Oh, neat. But also, I wonder if you get this one if you don't have Dorothea.
Well then, sing one for me. Just belt out whatever pops into your head.
You got it. I'll sing you my favorite. Me, me, me. A shimmering life burns down to ash. Then since I'm all hot and sweaty, I hop in the bath.
Okay.
Soon I get real dizzy, which puts me in a tizzy. But eventually I feel way, 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 way better. So I decide to hop back in the bath again.
Okay, not your best work in that.
Huh. You take baths when you're already hot? That's some impressive fortitude. I think I underestimated you.
That's what you got from this, Felix?
Oh.
Wait, but then you get back in the bath even though it made you dizzy. You must seriously love bathing. Well, this is fascinating.
Oh, that's
I
really
had no
funny,
idea
actually.
operas could have such unexpected developments.
Operas aren't like that at all. That's just an aria I learned a long time ago, and I don't even really remember the words. It wasn't supposed to be a song about taking a bath. It was supposed to be serious.
Oh, well, you were wrong.
Wait, really? That's much less interesting.
No, you don't... Look, a real opera is much better, all right? I'll take you to one sometime, and you'll see. It'll take your breath away when you hear it. I bet you'll fall head over heels in love.
Fine. But let's save it until the war is over.
Okay, you know, this isn't as like... We'll
If it's
continue.
really that good, I want to make sure I give it my full attention.
Then we're definitely going to see an opera. It's a promise.
Okay, well, hear me out. That wasn't like the Annette Felix support that I wanted to like see. It wasn't like anything compared to their old supports. But hey, they got an opera date, so hey, go on, get in there, y'all. A little opera date. I'm proud of you. Get in there, Felix. Or really get in there, Annette. She was the one who was like, all right, I'll take you on a date and you'll fall in love. All right, there you go.
So, by stationing themselves in the bog, they were able to slow the advance of the enemy horses.
Exactly. But Lug's army was prepared in other ways too.
Right, it's Sylvain teaching Ash.
They dug pitfalls, set up anti-cavalry palisades, and more. Laying all that groundwork is what led them to victory.
It's strange how the stories of King Lug don't go into much detail about him. But once you dig a bit, you realize he was a really talented tactician. I feel like I see him in a whole new light now.
Nice.
Say, do you think we could use this strategy in an upcoming battle? I know we can't do the exact same thing, but in that geography book you recommended to me before...
Where have you been hiding this talent? You're absorbing everything I teach you like a sponge.
He's always had this talent.
I can see why Lord Lenato had such faith in you.
Oh, it's not that. You're just a really good teacher.
It's probably both.
Even taking that to be true, you're clearly an exceptional student. I'm actually sort of jealous that Dimitri gets a great knight like you by his side. I'd love to find some reason to steal you away to my territory after the war.
Don't joke like that, Sylvain. I serve His Majesty alone.
Ooh, shut down. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's all about loyalty,
Still,
man.
Are you really gonna devote your entire life to being a royal knight? To live and die in Ferdiad?
That was my initial idea. But I had a talk with His Majesty recently that made me reconsider. He asked if I wanted to succeed Lenato and take over Castle Gaspar after the war.
Oh.
Castle Gaspar, huh? That makes sense. Adopted or not, you are Lord Lenato's heir.
I doubt the townspeople will be very accepting of me after I allowed him to die. But I'm still the only one capable of taking on the job. Or at least that's how I like to think of it.
Sounds like a huge responsibility, all right.
Yep.
Definitely can't ask you to come to House Gautier in that case.
That land meant everything to Lenato, and I would do anything to protect it. I want to help other people the same way he helped me.
That's what I probably would... Okay, well, first of all, I'm gonna start off by giving them both stars. Ash, you get one. Sylvain, you get one. That's Sylvain's 15th star. He's actually tied with Ash. They're actually they're tied. Continue.
And I think I'm finally strong enough to do that now.
It was Ash's specific, Ash might end up getting a 2nd star here too, actually. Ash's specific, I want to help him, or help people like he helped me, and I figured that's what that was going to get at the second that he said, he asked me if I wanted to take over Lord Lenato's castle.
I should have expected as much. But hey, if that's what you want to do, I've got your back. A little education can be handy for a knight, but castle lords need to learn everything they can get their hands on. So let me know if you ever
Lord
need old
Ash.
Teach to fill your little head full of info, and I'll come running. Sheesh, listen to me. I think your serious nature is contagious.
Lamau.
You joke, but I think you've always been a serious person deep down. You're an intelligent man who's always got his mind on one thing or another. I mean, aside from the way you acted back at the academy.
Oh, the unkindest cut. Completely accurate, but still.
I'm excited to learn everything I can from you, Sylvain. I really am.
Very nice. I was gonna say, I'm glad they got an ace support. I think in this game, if we take out, like, my biases, like, the dude's still my guy. If I'm counting, like, most improved in my opinion, it's definitely Sylvain. Like, I think he may have been originally probably maybe not the bottom of the barrel between the blue lines, but he might have been close to the bottom of the barrel. And even then, I still, like, in the later half of Three Houses, kind of enjoyed post time skip Sylvain and the scenes that Sylvain had with Nightwing and Skylord. But in this game, he's been like a standout gem. Dimitri, who do you got? You got Felix finally, and Felix, you have Dimitri, and we have Ingrid. So it's just 2 more scenes. Let's get them. Let's start with you two. Although I think I probably should have ended with these two. I'm gonna be real.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I swear I will avenge you.
Y'all, Dimitri just can't have a good day.
Wait a little longer.
He just can't have a good day.
I will Uncover who drove you to your deaths, no matter the cost.
Are you at a cemetery or you're just talking to the voices in your head, the ghosts that haunt you?
Dimitri.
Glenn. Oh, Felix. It's you. I'm sorry you had to see that.
Bro, not Glenn. Bro, no, bro. Bro, oh my gosh. Yo, I was ready to be like, oh, here he goes again. When he said Glenn, I was like, oh.
After 20 years, I've seen all of you there is to see.
Dang.
Everyone else is asleep. You know that, right? So why are you locked up here in the chapel? Also, what's with the mumbling?
I suppose there's little sense in hiding it from you. I suffer from a kind of waking dream.
I see them.
I see them.
Yep.
I see the people who died on that day. At all hours, light and dark. If the Empire was involved in that incident, if the Emperor stood by and gave tacit consent, then give to them the same end. Gouge out their hearts and cleave their heads from their shoulders. Those are the words the dead scream at me.
That's not a waking dream, that's a waking nightmare.
When did this start?
Probably started it probably started the night after Glenn died.
It's been 6 years. But I began hearing their voices 4 years ago, during my first battle.
Okay, so it's been 6 years, and it's been about 6 years since the Dusker thing, I think. But I began to hear their voices 4 years ago during my first battle.
I recognized the enemy general as a man I had seen in Dusker. When I removed his head, the voices cheered.
Well, actually, I'm not sure if
They
it's 6
laughed.
years at this point.
It was as if a terrible pain had finally been lifted from them.
This is also very powerful, especially to Dimitri's character. A fascinating explanation of what's actually going through his mind and what he's seeing. I want to take a step back though and just get our timeline right, because it has been a year, and I'm forgetting that there's been a year in between the 2 parts of this game. Continue.
I think I get what's happening here. Look, do you really think your father and Glenn and everyone else would be torturing you like that? You're the one who's doing this, Dimitri. Not them. You.
Even if that were true, I can never forgive myself.
You can. You should.
Believe me, I know. But it's your job to lead. If you lose your path, you'll take everyone else down with you. So try to keep that whole removing their heads thing in check, yeah? We can just call it our little secret.
Well then, are you offering to let me unburden my heart to you when the time calls for it?
Don't you have to do for that?
You're the only reason I haven't descended into utter savagery, you know.
It's not to do?
So just as Lug had Kaifon, and my father had Rodrigue, I would ask that you continue to be my right-hand man.
Right-hand man, huh? I like the sound of that.
Well, you know what? I take that back. Felix is keeping Dimitri's head in check. The dude was like, whatever you want, Dimitri, I'm with you. Oh, there's more to this.
What are you doing?
As your new right-hand man, my first act is to haul my restless king back to bed where he belongs.
Is he lifting him up?
This is absurd. My feet are dragging on the floor.
It's your own fault for being so tall, you sack of muscle.
Lamau.
Say, do you remember how I once carried you in this way when you twisted your ankle?
Yeah, turns out lugging folks around is good training. So just cram it and let me finish my workout already.
Alright, well, maybe they might get 2 for this. Huh? I was about to give them 1, I'm gonna give them 2. Dimitri, you're catching 2. Felix, where are you? You're catching 2. So, I was gonna give them 1 before this part happened, and then this part happened, I was like, well, now I gotta give them another 1.
Yes, of course. Please, carry on.
The boys, huh? Cute. Cute, 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 cute. Very good. Alright, Ingrid, close us out. I'm not sure if you're gonna get a star here, but you know what? Most A supports have been seeing stars today.
Hey, Ingrid. Not too often I see you wandering
Oh,
in
and this
town
music.
like this.
Oh, I was just out for a walk. What about you? Are you here to do some shopping?
Yeah. Dedu asked me to pick up some ingredients for dinner.
And of course we listen because he's Dedu and he's the best.
Well, if it is food shopping you're after, then your best bet would be the boulevard past the river.
What are you so flustered for? You're not hiding something, are you?
I think she's hiding something.
What, me? No, not at all. It's nothing really. I'm just surprised how much you can find here.
Oh, really?
It's a far cry from the struggling little towns dotting the rest of the kingdom, that's for sure.
Yes. Galatea is one of the regions that's found itself facing particularly hard times lately. A beautiful town like this, filled with happy people, hardly feels like it's part of the same kingdom as the blighted, barren lands I call home. The street lined end to end with blacksmiths is an especially magnificent sight. Not to mention all the wonderful smells wafting from the food stalls. Sorry, I lost myself for a moment there. In any case, it's great to see just how prosperous this town has become.
Hey, let's go get some to eat.
You want to go take a peek at some of those stalls with me? We can grab a bite and keep walking if you want. I saw some mouth-watering meat skewers when I passed by earlier. And this time of the year's got the best fruit and fish.
Truly? I'd love to try some.
She said yeah.
Though it would not be proper for me to be engaging in such revelry as the future Count Galatea.
Yeah, that's the future Count Galatea. Today you're Ingrid.
Hey, speaking of, have you figured out what you want to do yet?
Not at the moment, no. In fact, part of the reason I came into town today was to do some further searching. It's my dream in life to stand as a knight by His Majesty's side, just as my late fiancé once did. And even if I do not become a knight like he was, there must be a way I can protect His Majesty in a similar fashion. Perhaps I could teach the people of my house the ways of farming and travel the kingdom cultivating land for those who need it most.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Definitely an unusual job for a count, but it'll be welcome for sure. And if you managed to help the kingdom prosper while you did it, people would grow more and more satisfied with the royal family's rule.
Yeah.
That's certainly one way to protect the king. If
I'll
that's
just encourage
the
her
path you
further. I'm
choose
not
for
helping.
yourself, I'll do whatever I can to support you.
Ayla, no, hold
That's
on.
what friends do, after all.
I did not say offer your support.
In that case, what would you think of cooperating with me once I inherit my family's title?
I'm sorry?
Just as Tobias did for my grandmother.
Oh.
Don't tell me. You'd ask me to fetch you meat skewers every day to save you the trip into town?
What? I would never.
The blush though, so like, but like, if you'd offered to do so, I would eat them.
It was just a joke, don't worry. But I seriously do want to help. I believe in you, Ingrid.
That was cute. I am gonna give Ingrid one for that. I think she earns one for that. She was like, I want to do this, just like my late fiance did for me. This is not where I wanted to go. There we go. I think that was really nice. I'm a big fan. We had a lot of fun supports this time. Big fun times. Alright, this being said, let's go to our war map. And let's talk, shall we? Let me actually peek real quick. Because we're doing a paralog, and the first paralog that we're going to do is, I guess, the boys. I think the boys were the one that came up first. 72, 84, yes. So they came up first. So we're going to do Raiders from the North, which means I want to make sure that Dimitri, Sylvain, and Rodrigue are up to snuff in terms of level. And I'm pretty sure, I think Sylvain is at 60, but I'd like to get Dimitri and Rodrigue to 60 if I
Training
can.
can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Oh, I have 460 gold.
Can't wait to see.
Alright, well, let's go do the paralog. Whoops. Let's just run into it then. Alright, Raiders from the North, yeah, sure. That's so funny to me. Oh, I didn't read the pretext, whatever.
Whew. There may not be snow here, but the wind still settles right in your bones.
Make sure to stay warm, all right? It's often coldest in places without snow.
Apologies for dragging you so far north, and then saddling you with reconnaissance duties.
Right, how dare you?
Still, how are things looking?
Thought for sure we'd see signs of the enemy by now, but I've got nothing.
Yeah, you are not wrapped up, girl.
You really think those Srang folks are coming over these mountains? Seems like a pretty risky plan.
Like, look at your gear, like, really open chest and, like, bare arms, and look at them.
They will come. It's in their nature.
They're bundled up, they got, like, heavy cloaks.
If I know their leader, this will be a
protecting the
much
chest
larger
and neck
raid than normal.
with fluffy stuff and scarves like Sylvain. What about their leader?
This leader sounds like a big deal.
Yes, he's quite well versed in Fodlan's culture and military strategy alike.
After he was surrendered to Margrave Gautier as a prisoner of war, he was held here for some time. The Margrave lost his wife to the Srang offensive, and I know he harbored many ill feelings towards their people. But he also hoped to improve relations between the two peoples, and thusly treated his prisoner well. Sadly, the prisoner did not appreciate the effort. He fled Margrave Gautier at his first opportunity and scurried back home.
Oh.
But if Srang offered him as a hostage, why would they welcome him back?
It's all a bit muddled and unclear. Father dispatched men to find out the truth of the matter, but everyone feigned ignorance.
Still, he now leads the Srang forces, which means they must have at least some respect for the man. Doubtless, they were pleased when he walked in the door with inside knowledge of Fodlan practically oozing from his pores.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they might have just kind of sent him there as almost a spy, you know?
Got one interesting neighbor, I'll give you that. Things are tougher in the north than I thought.
I'm glad you've come to understand our situation, at least in some small part.
There's my boy Gautier jawline.
Our preparations are complete, Father. Perhaps it's time we gather the generals?
Yes. Once everyone is here, we'll depart for the Ruska Mountains and take shelter at the stronghold in the foothills.
That stronghold again? We're practically retracing the entire northern campaign at this point.
Yes, that is where hostilities began, isn't it? Your Majesty, House Gautier should have been able to handle this situation ourselves. Pray forgive me for dragging you into it.
Not at all. Gautier and Fraldarius have long been allies in the fight against the forces of Srang.
So if he's got this waking nightmare, are there just ghosts in the background behind him saying like, go slaughter all of the Srang? They're doing like a dance in the background. They're doing the thriller. There's a whole bunch of ghosts back there. I hope not. That'd be bad for you.
That the leader of House Blathed should come to your aid in a time of such crisis. I'll be counting on you and Sylvain as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't worry, we'll send these folks packing.
Great. In that case, maybe I'll kick back and let you do all of those.
Sylvain.
Kidding. Kidding. Of course, I'll give this everything I have. Well, except my life. I'll be keeping that.
I'll do my best as well, Margrave. Though, having ceded the Fraldarius title to my son, I fear I am not but a common military man now.
False modesty ill suits you, Rodrigue. Now let's all go out there and make our king proud.
Here, here, yeah. Alright. So. Oh, we got Margrave Gautier with us? That's nice. Okay. Yeah, he's at 60. Both of them are at 50, which is fine. He can kind of sweep around the outside. You can also sweep around the outside. You're not what you used to be. But I think that's actually fine in this map. For real, actually. Alright, that's fine. I don't... Go. I think we're actually just gonna be fine, to be honest.
Brave soldiers of Vargas, I task you now with this. Defeat the forces of Srang and prove your might anew.
Okay, well, what do you want me to do? Alright, there.
Not a
Well, I am actually fighting this guy already, so that's nice. You can start by coming up here, since we're gonna have to come up and then down, it looks like. Or maybe we start at the bottom and move up. That might actually be the better bet.
We will proceed as planned.
Do go and
we
do
must
that.
strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Hear you loud and clear.
Sure, I guess you can take
work of
that
this.
guy. I suppose.
You focus on dispatching.
So we are fighting Srang right now, so that's kind of interesting. If I grab that, I could. Also, I've just kind of, I've gotten a lot of the, you know, the things that'll like give you the things from your people, your Merc Whistle. I've just grown accustomed to Manuelos, so it's kind of just, kind of dope.
On the same battlefield where my father once fought.
And repeating the same...
and repeating the same. Oh, he is on the same battlefield his father once fought. Oh man, I mean, there's a bunch of battlefields that your father fought. Let's be real. You.
Let us fight as well. Not sure how I feel about that one.
I use Rodriguez so infrequently.
Surrender! Prepare yourself!
Prepare yourself! I am Rodriguez! Yo, he interrupted my attack, that's not cool.
Prepare yourself!
Oh, I don't even know what weapon he has. He might have some crappy little, like... I should have checked his weapon. Because it is like 40 out of 50. He might have some that he's had like the entire game. Rodriguez, that's entirely my bad if you do. I firmly believe he might, actually. Whoops, Rodriguez, that's on me. Okay, great. Good for you, Rodriguez. You earned it. I was gonna say, everybody else should be about done in a second. I'm just gonna take this stronghold just because. Are you done with that guy? You are.
We will proceed as planned.
So now you come up to
we
there.
Must strive to perform to the best of our
You should be
ability.
done soon. Honestly, you should probably be done soon too.
We must act now, before the worry sets in. Let us see what...
Prepare yourself!
I'm ready to go.
Now, strike.
Oh, what does that do? Hold on a minute. I don't know what the hold attack does, but it looks like it almost like weakened enemies or put them to sleep or something, like they weren't attacking. They're like, ooh, that don't feel too good.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
Yeah, that's fine. I believe in you.
Not a problem.
Let's take some strongholds too, just because.
Fighting alongside the young Margrave and late King once again. It's quite the
Yeah, whatever attack that is, that one's crazy. That one's
I
awesome.
think I stack up to my father. I can't help but feel like I pale in comparison.
Enough of that. You are more than worthy of the comparison. And to one day take his place as the Margrave.
And hey, Dimitri's already blazed that path, so he's got to know what he's talking about.
That's true.
Amusing.
This
Amusing.
Why?
It's electric. Yeah, I feel like I wish I played with Dimitri more. I really like only played with him early-ish game, and then recently when I've been trying to build people's supports. Now that it's later in the game, I'm kind of a big fan. Like, I had him on a map where one of the demonic beasts or whatever they are came up, and I was like, I don't have any of the weapons that I need for this, which was hilarious. So I kind of whittled it down, and then I realized, oh, it had electric, and I was like, Dimitri can do that thing. I did this Earth Splitter one time, broke that whole shield, and I was like, oh my gosh. All right, yeah, you can
We will proceed as
honestly, you
planned.
can come and help him out,
We must strive to perform to the best of our...
We must act now, before
and you
the
can come
worry
up there
sets in.
and deal with him.
Let us see what we can do.
Take a breather.
And I'm gonna go ahead and be Sylvain.
Allow me.
There we go. Oh, the Margrave out here.
Now, strike with all your might!
Very nice. I've never actually done the full X combo, I don't
There will
think.
be no end if we stay on the defensive. Perhaps we should take the fight to our enemy instead.
Perhaps we should take the fight to our enemy instead. We will, don't worry.
Not a problem.
You can come up here to there, take them out. Oh, we actually have to seize these three strongholds rather quickly.
We must act now. Before, let us see what we can do.
We will proceed as planned.
Oh, it's just
We
2
must
minutes?
strive
That
to perform to
is
the best
kind of
of our
wild,
ability.
actually.
These wild tactics remind me of my father's chess strategies.
Wait. I think they might be trying to reach our base.
Let us crush their defenses.
Top block!
Now, strike with all your might.
Okay, so that's the one thing about playing as Sylvain. Sometimes I just can't see because everything's caught in an inferno.
Let us crush their defenses.
You. Yo, Dimitri's so fun.
First wife, the one who died with...
Look at him, he's crazy.
We will proceed as planned.
Alright, now that that's done, come back down here. You beat up that guy. I'm gonna switch into not you. You'll be fine.
She was a classmate of ours at the academy, and the star pupil of the Black Eagles.
I understand here in his wall of ice now.
We must
Wall
act
of
now.
ice.
Before the worries, let us.
Here, you guys can work together.
I'm ready to go. I've awaited this moment.
Indeed.
Wait, where's the? Oh, you. There
a
you
lively young man, cheerful, friendly to the last.
go. Reinforcements. Oh no. Where are they? Oh.
Everything is going swimmingly. I doubt.
Not a problem.
What stronghold are they trying to take? Huh?
Even Lambert could find fault with us.
I pray my son isn't causing you or His Majesty too much trouble.
I tried to group all four of them together, but it looked like some of them were heading like the opposite direction, which kind of sucked.
That should make things easier. But there's still the
Okay, so they all should be coming down this way in a second. Did he still run past me? Honey.
Making Gautier.
More reinforcements? That's crazy.
The one who's as loud as a cannon. That must be who we're looking for.
Oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted to give him a better book. Hey, you tried is kind of crazy. That is crazy work. You actually go and you defend this
Not
one.
a problem. I'm here to help.
Got you!
Tough block. Guard this place with your lives.
I hope y'all like seeing, because right now, it's literally just, you know, fire everywhere. Oh, because, well, she's gone. Hey, what's good? How you doing?
I shall take the lead.
My turn.
Oh, y'all are done. What are you doing? Y'all are out here really just chilling? Oh.
We must act now, before the worry set. Let us see what we can do.
I guess there are a couple of people up here.
I've awaited this moment.
Jump at him. Yeah, yeah, I love that movement. Just yeets himself in the air and says, "It's time." Very good.
We will proceed
You go
as
help
planned.
him now, or help him. That's fine. He doesn't need help. He should be okay. You'll go to the right place now. You should have, I think, somebody else down here who can fight. You know, I thought my Manuela gauge was full. Sometimes when you see me run around, if I'm controlling Ayla and you see me running around not attacking, I'm usually thinking my my gauge there is full, and it's not. Okay, where are they? Okay, so there's still a couple more. They're advancing. Oh my gosh, whoa. Alright, so I'm gonna be you for a second while they keep advancing. Yeet! Bam! Great. Now you can, I guess, go after these guys. I'm gonna let you heal. And man, I don't know. I guess I'll control Ayla.
Take a breather.
Oh, she's got 3 A attacks ready. I guess I'll pop one now. You feel me?
Got you now.
I might as well. I mean, I've got this guy, and I've got the next guy too. Just go up here. That's fine, keep advancing, whoop-de-doo. Get over here. Wham. Oh, a couple of dark spikes out here. Who's in trouble? Who are you fighting? Nobody?
My time has come. Surrender.
Go. Faction, and let's move you out of the way.
Now, before the worry sets in.
You can hang out with him, and let me go back to Dimitri.
Allow me. I shall take the lead.
Alright, well that's that.
A resounding
Now,
success.
I assume that this is gonna open up. And if it does, Dimitri about to go crazy.
Don't hate us for this. Our way of life hangs in the balance.
Hey, oh, don't run so fast. Don't run so fast. Over here, over here, over here.
I refuse to hold back.
Well, they were still running, so I had to I had to push the Dimitri slay him button. Alright, well, he has indeed been slayed. Dimitri, you slayed him, good job.
Perhaps I thought too highly of my troops. But I can retreat with my pride intact.
My pride intact.
And don't come back. Or if you do, at least leave your weapons and soldiers behind.
Lamel.
I'll think about it.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'll think about it. Sounds like Dimitri might know that guy. Couple Gautier Knights. Great Lord Master? Oh, did somebody, like, master the Great Lord class just now? Oh, I have too many weapons. Oh! Well, okay then. Hold on a minute. Here, I'm sure I got some BS swords that I can just chuck. Hey, I don't really care about these other rusted. Well, maybe I care about some of these rusted ones. Yeah, no, all these can go. Iron swords can go too. Sure. Gives us a little wiggle room. I guess we can sell some of these too. I would love to like Javelin in a regular Fire Emblem game, but in this game, whatever. That's fine. Alright. I was gonna say, we are weird. On this last run, we're filling up on things. That's the first time I've had to do that with weapons. Gimme. Talk to me.
They descended upon us like a storm.
I've never seen the people of Srang fight with such ferocity, and their leader was a pure terror. Still,
no, they
I
weren't.
thought that man more discerning than to simply attempt to batter his way into Fargus.
Sounds like someone lit a fire under them. Probably convinced them this was their chance to take out the kingdom. What with our being occupied with the Empire and all.
But who would this Flamestoker be? Someone from Adrestia, perhaps.
We can't discount Cornelia and her ilk. They're like a bad rash that won't go away.
It will take time to pin down the truth.
Sylvain, you want to speak up?
But even if this is the result of some outside influence on the Srang clans, the fault still lies with me. I never should have educated that man.
Don't blame yourself, Father.
The people of Srang do not speak the language of Fodlan. Had he never learned it...
Yet Sylvain was only able to get through to him as a result of your teachings.
Right.
And though his words lacked compassion, it was still quite remarkable to hear him speak at all. I was raised to think of the Srang people as demons who emerged unbidden from the snowy tundra. Considering that, exchanging even a few meager sentences with them feels like a miracle.
I agree with His Majesty. We will never achieve peace without understanding each other.
That is true.
And you know we can't end this through sheer force of arms alone, Father.
We already understand our enemy perfectly well. They fight for a port that is not choked with ice, and for land that is warm and fertile. Yet Fargus is hardly a region of abundance, and there is nothing we can spare them. So how exactly do you hope to achieve peace amidst such scarcity?
I don't know, we, just talk, have an honest conversation.
I don't know, yet. But I'll keep searching for a way, even if it takes my entire life.
You remain as naive as ever, boy.
Boy.
Matthias, wait! Apologies, Your Majesty. I will go speak with him. You should make ready to head back.
Huh. That's not what I expect
What
from the
Margrave
Margrave.
says is reasonable, yet I sense an earnestness in your words as well, Sylvain.
Oh, I'm earnest, all right. I'll drag our people kicking and screaming to peace if that's what I have to do.
But honestly, I guess clearly the Margrave, just based on what he said earlier, he taught someone from Shrang who essentially betrayed him and put his entire house at even more risk.
Peace with
I'll encourage you.
Srang doesn't sound like some hopeless ideal to me. I'm sure you'll find a way to pull it off.
Thanks. That means a lot.
I'm gonna give Sylvain a star. Admittedly,
regardless,
he's
we must
earned it.
eliminate this threat if we
He's had a
ever
good
hope to
episode.
free ourselves from the power of the relics. Still, there's no reason we must do so through military might and bloodshed, if another way will suffice. I appreciate the way you think, Sylvain. I truly do.
And I'm always impressed with how much you hate warfare, considering how good you are at it.
Is your father going to be okay? He didn't exactly take well to your opinion back there.
Trust me, I've been his son for long enough to know that the feelings he keeps private can fill a library. If he really thought I was some kind of naive idiot, he'd have kept it to himself. There's something else weighing on his mind here. I'm certain of it.
We'll ever get a chance to know? I guess
There
we will.
you are, Matthias.
I was gonna say, it's just gonna end or we're not gonna ever know?
Do you remember the night of the ball, Rodrigue? Back in our days at the Academy?
Oh!
You, me, and Lambert grew weary of the festivities and stole away to train by ourselves.
How could I forget? The stars in that sky were a true sight to behold. We talked about all sorts of things that night. It was the first time we ever discussed our dreams for the future.
And the last.
And the last as well.
Lambert told us how he hoped to forge a peace between Fargus and the people of Srang in Dusker.
Ha! He certainly did. And once he was named king, the man did his best to see it through. Srang may have been a lost cause, but he worked tirelessly to bring Dusker into the fold.
I called him naive that night. His dreams sounded like the thing of childhood storybooks and cradle tales.
Well, I mean, he's halfway there now thanks to Dimitri for real. Or I guess thanks to his efforts, but Dimitri's continued efforts.
But these days, I wonder if I wasn't the naive one.
There you go.
He always took the long view of things. Saw the whole continent unfolding before him. But me? I've lost too many over the years, and their blood clouds my vision. I could never see things now as he once did. Could there really be a pathway to peace?
Fascinating.
You haven't changed one bit, Matthias. If you regret what you said to Sylvain, I suggest you find him and apologize before this goes any further.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Lance of Ruin! Awesome. But also taking a step back, I need to bring up the wheel. But most importantly, I am very glad that they didn't just close that on a... And now he's mad at him. They'll probably make up off screen, kiss, kiss, whatever. I'm glad that was all encapsulated in that scene. But let's go ahead and let's close out with our chapter, the Southeast. I'm sorry, the Conquest of Hevering. Let's do it. In order to launch an assault on Inbar, you must break through Hevering territory, but an old adversary bars your way. I don't care if we have not explored something. Let's do it. Right here, right now. Yeah, we'll just save it here. We did get the Lance of Ruin. I gotta put that on him. Let me bring up the wheel real quick.
Come on, Arval. Seriously?
Oh, we have Arval right now? Good. Talk it out, you two.
You can't drag me off to sleep like this when the battle's about to start.
For real.
Sorry, but we need to talk. Do you remember the warning I once gave you? Well, I've been struck by a similar premonition now. Something feels wrong. Very wrong.
Last time this happened, the Ashen Demon showed up and nearly sent me to an early grave.
That's true.
You think the same thing's gonna happen today?
Hard to say for sure. But the feeling's worse this time around. Stronger.
That's not good.
So if I had to guess, I'd say they're on the cusp of something terrible. An act far more dangerous than we previously imagined.
Well, whatever's happening, I'm just gonna have to stop it.
So long as you don't put yourself in any unnecessary danger, yes. Remember, your death would cut both of our destinies far too short.
This is the map. Yep, this is the map. Alright, well... Let me look here real quick. Pilot, what are you doing? Okay. Alright. Let's get ourselves a wheel. And let's see, okay, you guys have to see it. Let's see what we got first. We get 3 people. And they are... It's been so long. Gatekeeper. Very nice. It has been so long since we rolled Gatekeeper. Shamir, who I hope I leveled up, and I think I might not have. What could possibly go wrong? Give me someone good. Okay, we'll take Sylvain. Shamir, Sylvain, and Gatekeeper are our 3 main homies this time. Alright, so let's focus in. Oh, this will significantly turn the tide of the battle. Okay, well that must be what we want to do the thing. We'll go Ironclad, and then we'll we can take 2 of these. Sure, that's fine. So we want Sylvain, who probably is already equipped. Us. Shamir, please tell me I gave you some levels. Please? Okay,
Let's
great.
Move.
And Dedu, you are now... am I blind? We got Shamir, we got Sylvain. There he is, Gatekeeper. I was like, where the heck is Gatekeeper? He's at the very bottom, I should have known. Now, in that regard, maybe I'll bring you and you can hang out with her. Both of you are together. Let's bring an archer.
Why can't you just let me stay inside?
Calm down, Bernie. And I'm honestly okay bringing the both of you in case we need a heal or we need something else crazy. So I'm okay with them. What I do want to do is go to the convoy because I did have the free thing. So let me give you everybody some stuff. Okay, so you did end up getting this, which is nice. That is poor durability. What do you currently have? You got whatever you have is okay, actually. You can get a better tone, certainly. Sure. At least that has some usage on it. I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with the rest of this for the most part. Let's just rock it. We definitely want to save here. Alright, now let's rock it.
Taking this...
Help me out.
Everybody get over here.
Territory will greatly advance the war front. Now come, let us strike at their command.
The enemy has surrounded our main force, Your Majesty. We must clear them away.
What else I want to do is...
As they say,
you can get a sign there.
Than one.
Everybody else can kind of just chill.
Let's go.
Remember, we have more than the Imperial troops in Randolph to think about. Keep your eyes on those mercenaries, too.
No point in us fighting the Ashen Demon here if we can avoid it.
Okay. I mean, I guess we could just solo this map.
No more standing and watching.
I'll take you on.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Manuela's thing is kind of just dope. Wait, hold on.
We can't afford to lose here.
I don't want to go that way. I don't need that, but it's good to know it. Hey, what's up, Vibrant Lord? I'm gonna try and beat most of this without using any of my special combat arts.
It's not over. I can still fight.
Another one over here.
I'm not gonna die here.
There we go. I'm not, actually. How did you know? Oh, you know what? And I think I knew this, but I'm not doing it. I think... Thank you. I think the... If y'all don't hurry up, thank you. I think the dancer has like a timed based skill for the hold attack. Yeah, it does. It certainly does. Like you see the circle come in. I think when that circle is like at its smallest point or something, that's when I should be letting go of the attack. I heard him say Gatekeeper's time to shine. Alright.
Path is open. Move out! I see neither hide nor hair of the mercenaries. They are most likely lying in wait.
And the Ashen Demon's probably with them. We're gonna have a decision on our hands once they show up.
Okay.
Good thing we brought a recon unit. They'll sniff out any ambushes that might be lying around.
Alright, give me my line.
Order the reconnaissance unit to uncover any ambushes awaiting us.
That worked like a charm. We won't have to worry about
We
the
gotta go
enemy
this
surprising
way.
us now.
Nope. Around here. And down through here.
I'll take you all
Our
on.
auxiliary unit is battling the enemy. We have to help them.
Oh, we don't have to. That's fine.
Out of the way. I've got you now.
I was already maxed out.
No enemy contact.
Nope, nope. This way.
Let's keep moving.
So I guess we can help him. He is on the way, I guess. But I want to make sure nobody goes into that stronghold that's down there, you know?
Hope you're ready. Take this! I've got you now.
Very good. So we are at the point where Ayla's not one-shotting people with her
Gerald's
super
band
attack.
is mighty indeed. I pray that we continue to evade them.
Hey, I want to get all of you out of the way real quick.
Attack! I'll tear you apart. Hope you're ready.
I think that's all of them.
I've got you now.
Is that everybody? Great. All right, no. Everybody come back up here.
Good.
The commander's just ahead. Let's rush them.
Fletcher? Oh my gosh.
You won't lay a finger on my brother.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Fletcher.
Is that Randolph's little sister? What is she doing here?
Dying, that's what she's doing.
So they slipped free.
Not
And I'm toying. We go for the jugular.
Ambushes are a textbook mercenary tactic. All will be lost if our base falls. Send reinforcements.
Can I do that now?
Closing this gate might buy us.
Okay, great. Well, she's dead.
Randolph, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
Please stay safe.
Well, she is sorry, but that's unfortunate. Let me do my thing. Okay, great.
Now, close the gate.
Awesome. Fletcher has died. Open your doors.
Please! No! If only I had done more to stop her from fighting.
Yeah, but you didn't. Now she's dead. Are you not gonna open your doors? Do I actually have to defeat them? Like, I don't want to walk into another stronghold if that's gonna screw me over, you know? What do you mean Bernadette is fighting at a disadvantage? Where is she? She should be over here. Yeah. Well, at this point it does look like I am going to have to go into other strongholds. You feel?
Bring me someone worth my time.
Well, I mean, I might as well test it at this point. I think we're fine. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think since the X is already off the screen, we can just kind of do what we need to do.
I'll take you all on.
I'm with Gerald's band, you know. Don't
Oh, hi.
think I'll go down so easily.
That's cool of you to say that, I guess.
That's a surprise.
Ooh.
I could say the same of your sudden departure. But regardless, here we stand as enemies.
Level 99 hero. Oh, did I hit level 99? Nice.
Is this the end for me?
Probably not. Who's fast?
I've got it.
You go over there. I'm gonna have a couple of us still waiting around here.
We did it! Good raiding, everyone. Send word that we don't need any help.
So Alois succeeded.
What?
Good. We'll concentrate on defense here.
That's not good.
The enemy has infiltrated the base. We must defeat them quickly to minimize damage.
So was I just supposed to not have them get in at all? I think I might have screwed up. We'll see. We will see, because now this is actually completely blocked off. But I think there was a way that I could have just not had them do
Resistance is
that.
futile. I've got it.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to this one.
Let's
Here,
give it
you
a
go
shot.
down there.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'm gonna control you.
Stand back. No matter who our enemy is, we cannot let them harm Rodrigue. Let's go, Catherine.
Yeah, girlies dance together. Yeah, Catherine,
I'm
her dancer gear is pretty good too. I was kind of mixed on Shamir's.
This stronghold will fall.
Rodrigue will be fine. You better be. Oh yeah, he's fine. There's a paladin over here that's not super duper fine, but he's fine. Good job, Dimitri, you did it. Okay, so I'm gonna have you chill here,
I've got
actually.
Need to.
That really wasn't our finest moment. But at least we've salvaged things.
I'm taking as many of you down as I can.
I don't like the sound of that.
Here they are. Keep your wits about you.
Okay, this is the wrong one, I think. I think we've done this. I think we properly mucked this up. Yes, we properly mucked this up. I'll probably rerun this real quick because I do have the time. I think we messed up when we let somebody get to the base. I thought the gates were closed, so we'd be fine for a little ways longer.
I'm here to end you for good. I'm not gonna die here.
Then do it, if you can.
Okay.
Out of the way.
Yeah, but like now that I'm looking at it, it's gotta be Rodrigue that dies, which is kind of a shame. I was really hoping it wasn't because he was a playable unit.
Go no further. I've never faced a challenge like this.
No escape.
Well, it'll be nice to see Well, it won't be nice to see Rodrigue die. That's literally the opposite of what I want. Great.
I can still win this. No,
Not again.
again. I have to get out of here.
Yeah, certainly this is the bad route.
The Ashen Demon has fled. Should we not give chase? I bear a report from Lord Rodrigue, Your Majesty. Enemy reinforcements are approaching our base.
That's not good. But we can't afford to let up now.
Indeed. Felix and I will go. That will be more efficient than dividing our entire army. The demon has fled. In that case, I have no choice but to engage.
Hope you're ready. Out of the way. I've got you now.
It's not over.
Hope you're ready.
Randolph, I'm so sorry. I want to make this quick.
I've got you now.
Like, I don't know why I care so much about Randolph.
Prepared to fight until only I remain.
I'm sorry, Randolph. I'm so sorry.
Flesh, forgive me.
Yeah, we're still brawling, which means it's not over. This is the bad route.
That's their commander down. Surely that's the end of this battle, right?
Right?
I leave to take care of one backup squad.
Yep.
And come back to this? What a mess. I doubt old Randolph could rest in peace without me getting a little pay.
No, he literally told you, Gerald. He literally told you minutes ago.
I'm not gonna die.
Remember
Alright,
agreeing
look.
to take the rear. I'll have to charge double for this.
The Ashen Demon might have gotten away, but you'll make a fun substitute.
Stronger
I'm-
folks than you have tried and failed to claim the Blade Breaker's head.
Yeah, I'll do it now, I guess.
That's not good.
But Gerald, I didn't want it to come to this. I really didn't.
Take you all on.
What?
So that means Felix and Dimitri are gonna have to watch this. Oh no, Dimitri's gonna have a bad time, man. I don't want this. All right, we'll do our split here. We'll do both, and just get them out of the way.
No regrets.
I'm gonna leave somebody down there this time, I think. I think it's honestly better to have most people follow us, but maybe like a couple people just stay there. So that they can travel upward to intercept me. Alright guys, bad route third time around. That's unfortunate. We left somebody in the base. I'm sorry, Joel. I'm about to do this again.
Looks like you finally beat me. About time my luck ran out. Guess I'm overdue. The rest is up to you, kid.
Yo, Gerald's gotta stop dying in the rain, man.
I defeated the Blade Breaker. I can't believe it.
Yeah, here's the problem. That means Rodrigue probably has to die.
You should be more careful, Felix.
What do you know of caution? I guess this is it then.
So it would seem.
Your Majesty! It's good to see you safe.
No,
and
no.
you, Rodrigue.
Well, Felix, I trust you've been keeping a watchful eye on him.
This one's way worse. This
No
is so much
watching out
worse.
for my recklessness.
Now you admit it. We need you in one piece.
See that, Lambert? Just like when we were their age.
You were there every step of the way.
All right. The others are waiting. We wouldn't want them to worry about...
You'll pay for this!
The steadfast and the vigorous. You would offer them as tribute?
Yo, this one's way worse.
You resist me?
This one's way worse, man.
No! Not exactly the way I thought I'd meet my end.
Yo, they had me. I thought someone else was gonna die.
I can only hope that I served you well.
Don't say that. We'll get you help.
Protect them, Felix. His Majesty and the kingdom. Oh.
I swear that I will.
Lambert, Glenn, forgive me.
This is way worse. This is categorically way worse. This is the worst of the three that have happened.
Gerald's gone?
No. This is all my fault.
Yo, don't act like you just found out.
I let them walk all over me. I left him unprotected.
Oh, you actually may have just found out.
I'm sorry, Captain.
It is what it is.
It did not have to be like this.
I do not scorn my stuff. Alright, this is all the
There is a
same.
way we must now say.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, well, I'll save this onto the oh my gosh, people have died route. Oh, man. Not Rodrigue. I should have paid more attention. I don't even think I could have equipped Rodrigue. I think the three of them were grayed out. Alright, I need to, like, I need to save, but I need to save it not on that spot. Because this is not the route that we're taking. Yo, can I not save yet? Hello?
What are you doing up at this hour? You should head back to your tent. We have an early start tomorrow.
I guess the next chapter hasn't started yet.
I could say the same to you. I know you're busy and all, but you need rest.
As pitiful as it may sound, burying myself in work is the only way I can find peace in times such as these. The moment I close my eyes, I'm greeted by nothing but thoughts of Rodrigue.
Not him too.
Dimitri. I'm sorry.
No, it
You
wasn't.
needn't to blame yourself.
You say that every time.
Felix and I were right there. We could do little more than watch while his life was taken from him.
Yeah, but if I were a little bit faster.
And of course, we never would have found ourselves in such a position had my judgment been better.
Still, defeating the Ashen Demon has always been my responsibility. I was a fool to think we could settle things without fighting them. And Rodrigue lost his life to that foolishness. But I won't make the same mistake again. I will defeat the Ashen Demon. Mark my words.
Okay, also, I will say, I think Ayla goes a little bit harder in this one.
That fiend is my enemy too, and everyone else feels the same. Wasn't it you who taught me not to bear all my burdens alone?
Yeah, but you're still doing it, so I'll do the same.
Now go get some sleep. I'm sure you're tired.
Right. Thanks, Dimitri.
You should know I don't take kindly to eavesdropping, Felix.
I should have kept quiet. You know, such talk would kill our morale if our soldiers caught wind of it.
Thankfully, it is a secret to all. Save prowlers like you.
I'm just here to check you're not making things worse.
How much worse could it get? My poor leadership sent Rodrigue to his death. He never intended to sacrifice his life like that.
I didn't intend for him to do it either.
You're as thick as ever. Yes, I'm sure my father regretted dying in such a way. But not because he wasn't ready to go. If anything, he was already looking for a fitting place to die. His one regret would be never getting to see the new Fargus his beloved king created. Which is why I'll be taking his place by your side. You need to win this war. Not just for today's kingdom, but for tomorrow's.
Felix, I don't want to say he's taking this well, but he understands that. And it sucks because I feel like he has to put a lot of this emotion aside.
Only then will his dream finally come true.
But you can see it in his eyes.
Felix.
It's funny. The two of us staring at the stars on a cold night like tonight brings back memories.
You mean when we got snowed in on the mountains? I remember it well. I thought that evening would be our last. Until Rodrigue and Glenn found us huddled together amidst the frost, that is.
Worst scolding I ever got. Well, I doubt they begrudge us a few tears tonight, at least.
Oh?
No. I imagine not.
Dang.
I pray for your safety in the coming battle, Your Majesty. And you can rest easy. We will cover the Western Front in your absence.
I don't know what I've done to deserve such reliable knights in my service. But I thank you all the same. The monastery will be ours. I swear it. Now then, let us all live to see the sun rise on Fargus another day.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Guess this is it. The final push.
Indeed. And with Leicester and the Church involved, this will undoubtedly be our largest battle since this very war began. By now, we're well acquainted with what Adrestia is capable of. Yet, it's difficult to predict what we'll be up against. All we can do now is take up arms to fight, survive, and ultimately, carve our way to victory.
Every one of our battles so far has been important, yes. But this one seems almost overwhelmingly so. Especially considering how far we have come to get here.
And who we've lost to get
But
here.
at the same time, it all feels like it's happened so quick. I mean, I can remember the Empire declaring war on the Church as if it were yesterday.
It was over a year ago.
If you don't mind me asking, Your Majesty, say we do get the monastery back. What happens then?
We push forward to Enbar, of course. After that, I can't say. But there's no sense speaking of such matters now. We must focus on the task at hand.
We are ever by your side, Your Majesty, no matter what comes next. All of us have chosen this path, and we will stand by it.
What's wrong, Mercy? Are you nervous?
Oh, no. I was just thinking about something. Do you remember that Death Knight who was fighting with the Empire? I wonder where he is now.
I was about to say, you're probably thinking about your brother, and then she answered it for me.
Good question. He used to show up all the time, but it's been a while since he's made an appearance. I guess we better be ready for him to come charging out at any moment, just to be safe.
Yes, I think you're right. He was quite the warrior.
Come on, everyone. We've got to get to ALL before the enemy catches on to us.
There we go. So we're going to put that right here. That's fine.
The Kingdom, Alliance, and Church of Seros join hands, laying bare their true aim, forcing the Empire to split their army between the eastern and western fronts.
Yo, watch this, because after we do it the right way, I want to see how much is different, but I believe nothing at this part is different. I think it's just the post-battle stuff.
The Empire will not sit idly by and let them take it.
I am glad we got this, though, because we never would have seen that. The shenanigans that we just saw. Yo, Pilot's doing
Nice of you to
some
swing by,
flips and
Dimitri.
tricks in his tank, and I'm
Looks
like, what
like
are you
we're
doing?
all here
my
then.
guy?
Apologies for the wait. How go the preparations?
All set. We're ready to ring in the new year with the greatest victory Fodlan has ever seen.
Woo, woo, woo.
Every last soldier we could find is in formation and raring to go.
You'll see for yourself soon enough, and I think you're gonna like how it's looking. Are you planning on heading south right away?
That was my intention, yes. Why? Does something trouble you?
A bit, yeah. We got a report just over a month ago that Count Burgleys had withdrawn from the Eastern Front, which happens to line up exactly with when we pulled our own forces back. It's all a little too convenient, if you ask. What I'm not sure of is whether he puzzled out our plan with Garrett Mach, or if he fell back to fortify Enbar instead. I guess the real question is how crafty the people calling the shots for the Imperials are.
That's true.
They left quite the impression on us.
He's right. We had our hands full and more over in the west. Every time we claimed a territory, we'd look for spots to set up camp, only to find the army had razed all the towns and fields to the ground as they retreated.
If they're going that far, there's a good chance they've caught on to our plan. Though I doubt they're expecting all their enemies to come marching through the Valley of Torment hand in hand.
Couldn't we have picked an easier way, though? I'm practically swimming in sweat in this heat. Let's just hope we're almost out.
I see you have scarcely changed from your days at the Academy, Hilda.
Dang, Sadafet. Oh, and Lady.
And Lady Rhea. Are you joining the cause as well?
I refuse to spectate from afar while the fate of Fodlan hangs in the balance.
Well, sure. But if something were to happen to you, it would be the end of the whole church.
I am capable of taking care of myself. And I want nothing more than to aid you.
I think I was like, into the whole church, you say.
We know every inch this valley has to offer. Allow us to guide you.
If we can traverse it unnoticed, we should arrive at Garrett Mach without incident. The valley's terrain, however, is well suited for ambushes and other such craven tactic.
Yes. We must exercise the utmost caution as we proceed. Our movements should be not only swift, but sensible.
And in the off chance we do face hostilities, we'll surely require help from the Knights of Seros.
If need be, I will lead them myself. Now come.
Need shouldn't be.
Let us restore our rightful claim to Garrett Mach, and put an end to this monstrous tyranny.
Oh, this would just result in a 1. That's interesting. Okay, well, I think the other side might result in a 1 too, because I can't see it going any other way on the next route. Okay, but I am going to go back and I'm going to do that the right way. I might set it to easy and do it the right way too. What do y'all want? Activity probably.
I shall see to preparations at once.
Now then.
Now that we're potentially coming back to this one. Although I do want to, like, potentially come back to this one at... yeah, save that here. Yes, here. I might want to reload that save just to talk to everybody that's on the field, because I feel like Felix and Dimitri will definitely have different dialogue. I will be right back. So you're still down.
Randolph's joined the fight? I better fall back and help him out.
No, you shouldn't.
I've got you now.
Okay, good. Great. She spawns in a different place.
Flesh, forgive me.
And now I can't fight, so we're good.
You know what must be done. If you want to protect your friends, you have to put an end to the demon.
Oh, you're a little too late for that, Armol.
The Ashen Demon's coming. We must finish off Randolph before that monster arrives.
I did. Dimitri, I did it. Yay.
I leave to take care of one backup squad and come back to this? What a
Maybe I can still
mess.
fight the Ashen Demon.
Randolph is defeated, and you are the only ones who remain. The question now is, will you and your mercenaries yield?
I see no other choice.
Well thought,
That's not what
everyone.
Sota says.
We emerge victorious.
Sota will say, I see one choice, murder them all. Slay them all.
What can I say? You got us.
We sure
you
did.
rolled right over us and took out our employer.
Wait, that's it?
We faced you in battle.
Yeah, it's not easy no matter
The
how good
same.
our reputation is.
In
The
that case,
same.
what would you say to a new employer? The Holy Kingdom of Fargus. We've crossed swords many times and suffered great losses on both sides. We surely bear some bad blood between us. But part of me wonders if we cannot put that gruesome history behind us. Assuming, of course, it was coin, not conviction, that brought you to the Empire's side.
Don't worry. Words like conviction aren't even in a merc's vocabulary.
Oh, behave yourself.
But if we do join up with you, I can't imagine there will be much avoiding the Knights of Seros.
Right.
The problem is, me and the Archbishop have a bit of a past together. I'd prefer to keep my distance if I can.
Well, I'll remember that. The Church has stationed themselves in the town of Camulus, within Blathed territory. We'll be sure to keep you away from there. And I promise to warn you should Lady Rhea ever visit our encampment. Ah, and I'll place you in a separate unit, should we ever fight alongside the knights themselves. Are those conditions agreeable? We could use your strength among our ranks, if...
Yeah, you should join us. I mean, by now we all know firsthand how strong you are.
Right.
And sure, there might be some folks here and there who have reservations about you fighting on our side, but they'll definitely come around once they see how dependable you are.
What do you say? I doubt the Empire will have any jobs for us after all of this. No better time for a fresh start.
I agree. And you, Alois? It might be strange, being back on the same side as your old knight friends.
I've already made my decision. I have sworn to follow this fine captain wherever he goes. Besides, I'm sure my allies will welcome me back with... well, not with open arms. They'll welcome me back with crossed arms.
Well, I guess that's that. Just tell us when we start. I'll go talk to the group and smooth things over. You two, stay here with the client.
Got it, thanks.
Understood, Captain.
We have a good bit of smoothing over to do on our end as well.
Fair enough. Huh?
Let's get to it.
Almost like, oh my gosh, I can't kill that thing now. Alright, so we still got our level 99 hero here. Interesting that the achievements don't save between save files. I thought that would have been a universal. But maybe not. Great. Awesome. 10 right now. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, what's the post-battle here? Because I assume it's pretty similar. Not similar in terms of like before, but in terms of like it. Yeah, here we are.
After all we've been through.
After all we've been through, blah blah blah.
We have fought so many
Wow,
times.
we just left.
I never expected we would end up on the same side.
I don't know if we did that the last 2 rounds, did we?
Those two give us quite the struggle. All the better that they're on our side now. I've got my own grievances, but the end result is a positive one.
Oh, this is the other round. You have way more than grievances, Felix.
And whatever we may feel, this is His Majesty's choice.
Not everyone will be too happy about it. But let's all just try and get along, okay? Though I'm sure the Ashen Demon being such a stunning beauty will soften the blow a bit. Kidding, of course.
I should have picked the male one.
I thought you had outgrown those jokes. Why don't you do us all a favor and stay quiet?
It'll be an honor teaming up with you. Oh, and don't let me forget to introduce you to everyone later.
I think we should start with a nice sparring session. That's the Blue Lion's way, isn't it?
And then Gerald says, well, not quite.
Indeed it is. I recall the same thing happening the last time we invited a mercenary into our ranks.
Speaking of which,
we're happy to be here, and try to fit in, kid.
We know all too well what you're capable of. I'm glad such might will now be fighting for our cause, rather than against it.
I'll start researching how best to incorporate Geralt and his mercenaries into our formations. From here, we plan to join up with the Alliance and the Church, then march on Garreg Mach as one unified force. I'll do what I must to ensure Lady Rhea doesn't come into contact with our new friends here.
Okay, so they are really giving them their best, saying, hey, no, you don't have to touch Lady Rhea at all.
I appreciate it.
I know when my foods, sometimes you don't like certain foods to touch. Gerald and Lady Rhea, I got
And
you.
what of our other mercenary friends? You've been awfully quiet. Where did they go?
Sorry about all this, Arval. I know you've only been giving me your
Don't worry about it.
All
For
this
all
is the
my
same.
doomsaying, recruiting Gerald's mercenary
Was the right
What's
choice.
wrong?
No, it's not that.
I'm not lost. I know exactly what I'm gonna help Dimitri and my friends, well...
It's hardly the first time you've... If that's what you want, then after all, I'm your partner in destiny.
And I'm here for you and you alone. Okay, sure, Arval. Okay, sure. You don't even support my
Pray
dance
for your
moves.
safety in the coming battle, Your Majesty.
Okay, all of this is the same. Because they didn't even mention... yes, that's the right one. Because they didn't even mention Rodrigue in that fight.
Azure
So it is going to be the
Gleam,
same fight, I assume.
Clash of Torment.
Right.
The Kingdom, Alliance, and Church of...
So if I skip this, we go straight
Nice of you
to
to swing by, Dimitri.
the same as this. And we sweep through and go to the same as War Map 1 map. War Map 1 map. Upper, yep. Blanc. Blanc. Great. Okay. I mean, that's great. I love it when it's just like, hey, you only got one fight next time. That's my favorite. We'll do the same battle suggestions.
Would you mind listening to my idea?
Oh, there's...
I have
a suggestion.
Okay, well, now that hurts a little bit more now that I know the difference. Because I was like, oh, dang, we only have 2 of these. Well, I guess that's the only 2 that matter.
I have a suggestion.
So, I don't think I noticed, but maybe the third one is always morale, and it's always the person who dies. And because that person dies, it makes sense for them not to be a whole lot of morale. That's actually a really tongue-in-cheek way to do that. I kind of like that. We're still going activity
I shall
based.
see to preparations at once.
Because that'll help us knock out the last of our, the supports that we gotta get. That's it. We are officially done. We got a new support conversation. Oh, it's probably an unlocked Rodrigue. No, I think we just got Rodrigue, actually. Unlocked Felix. Oh, we would have been locked out of that forever. That would have been tragic. We picked up Nightwing and Gerald. I could see Gerald having one here. I doubt Nightwing does. No. We've definitely viewed her, yours and Leone's. I'm sure we have. Certainly we have. Right? Thought we did. Anywho, I wanted to click on Nightwing. You don't have anybody that you want to talk to. I do think it's kind of neat that you can support all of them with Nightwing, but you can't actually have conversations with them. That being said, we're done. I'll save it one more time. This is the official one that we're doing. I need to switch it back to hard because I just wanted to run through it to get to this route. Thank you. Yes, please save my changes. All right, we're done here. Next time, we'll do our map. Let me make sure there's not another paralog. Although I think the only other paralog that would show up is yeah. No, this is different. That is a new one. Oh man, I didn't expect another new paralog this time between like the 3 former knights. Shamir, Catherine, and Gerald. I love that, actually. Man, I guess we'll do that the time after next time. Next time we will be doing the trio of ladies from the Magic Academy. Mercy, Annette, and Constance. And we'll be doing our chapter, which is the showdown at Aelil. Yes, of course, go back to the camp. And I'll probably do that earlier in the week because we don't actually have to do any battling, which is awesome. Extremely awesome, which means I really don't have to worry about training and whatever else. I love it when we get the, hey, you just got one thing to do. Those are my favorite times. Those are my favorite maps. So we get at least one more of those before the end of this game. Because we are approaching the end of this game, which is kind of crazy to me. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.